All right, we are back, huh? We're back at the 9 Club, everybody. Today, we have a very special guest.
Man.
Mr. Danny Duncan is with us. How are you, dude?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good, dude. Yeah, now that you're here, dude, and the house is intact so far. We haven't had any mishaps or anything.
He almost got the fire extinguisher right away.
Right away, he picked it up and was like, "I can. You guys need some help around here." We're like, "No, chill."
You need that by code, or is that like a decoration?
We had an incident on the show one time where, we were looking at shoes and we had a candle here and the shoebox caught on fire. So ever since then, we got a little fire extinguisher.
Your pin is actually out on the fire. That's not good. It's already pulled.
So it's ready.
Yeah, we're ready to roll,
You
baby.
are ready.
Yeah, we're ready to roll.
That's not a good. Don't let him know that. Yeah.
He knows it.
Right when he picked it up, I was like, "Oh God, no." How you doing, dude? Dude,
Great.
thanks for
How are
coming,
you?
man.
Yeah,
Bro,
thanks for
this
having
is
me.
amazing, dude. Danny Duncan. Listen, we got to talk to you because here's the thing: this is what I don't know if a lot of people know, but I mean, you grew up skateboarding. You grew up. I mean, you were so much to unpack here, just in the skateboarding world.
I started. I think started playing baseball when I was a kid. Played that my whole life, and then got into wrestling, and then skateboarding. I started when I was like, I don't know, maybe like 13 or 14. But it was like so nice because I had been just my whole life was just coaches just drilling you and whatever. I just trained every day of my life pretty much, and then I was like, the skateboarding was just like freedom,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Because
you
you said like structured team sport.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So like this man, and you know how I'm just like love fucking around. So
Sure,
like skating
sure.
was like just I was released into the wild. Like as a kid, there's nothing better than skating.
And did you immediately quit all the other sports, or you just?
I mean, yeah, my dad was livid, man, like pissed. I still played baseball, and
Okay.
I was doing like freshman year. I think I was playing like baseball and wrestling and stuff. And then sophomore year, I broke my leg skating.
Bad?
Yeah, I broke the tibia, the whole thing, spiral fracture on the whole tibia, and then the growth plate of my ankle.
What did you do? How'd you break it?
Dude, it was just a fucking ollie too, down like a six stair. I'd done it obviously a million times, like, and my foot kind of like the back foot, like when I landed, kind of the toe kind of touched the ground, and the board kept going, and I did that and kind of just like fell back on it, and I was just laying there. I was like, oh, and the guy at the skate park's name was Stafford. I was like, Stafford, I think I broke my leg, and he thought, because we always fuck around.
Okay.
He thought I was joking. He thought it was a prank. And then, he just eventually carried me. My cousin picked me up because, like, back then, like, ambulance is so expensive, So my cousin, dude, I just sat in there. I think it was like 5 hours in the waiting room. I was just like dying.
Yeah.
It sucked. But so then I was fucked there. And then I missed baseball season that year. And then I came back and then played my senior year. And then I ended up doing track and cross country too.
Okay. But you didn't stop skating because of that.
I stopped. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
I stopped after I broke because then yeah, I don't know, but there was a moment where I stopped playing baseball and I was skating all the time. My dad was losing his mind, and then, yeah, I don't know. And then I didn't really skate again until I skated for a few years, maybe 2 to 3 years total.
Okay.
And then I didn't start skating again until I started stretching skaters.
That's what I was going to get to, because did you even want to go to, like, did you want to get sponsored and go that whole route too? I mean,
I think every kid does. I sucked.
Right.
I sucked, but you don't really know. I feel like back then there wasn't. The social media thing wasn't there, so you didn't really realize how good kids were.
Right.
You only compared yourself kind of locally, I feel like.
And I feel
your
like there
peers.
weren't that many skaters coming out of your area either, right?
Yeah, like
a small
I mean,
town.
I was watching the DVDs back then.
Right.
Like there wasn't really like even. It was just like I was telling him, like I had the S special. You know what I mean? We just watched. Nigel was still a kid with fucking dreads,
yeah.
like, and the Justin Elridge was like the one we'd always watch that. But like you didn't have Instagram like how it is now. I mean, every kid is so fucking good. It's insane.
Totally.
Were you,
Yeah.
because you initially came out to the Berrics, did you were you watching the Berrics when you first started skating?
I'm trying to think.
I mean, you were talking about DVDs.
I think
and
it was
stuff.
started. What was the one? There was like Skate Site was a thing. I
Oh,
think,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Skate
I remember
Site.
that. And then I think the Berrics. When did that start? I think that I remember the older place. It was a different venue.
2010, 2009-ish is kind of when it popped
Yeah,
off.
yeah. So that was right after I had already just kind of got out of skating a little bit.
Okay.
Because I was like, I got to stay healthy. I kind of wanted to finish out sports and stuff just in case. And then, yeah, my dad was pissed, dude, about the leg thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But where did you get the idea to like become a personal trainer for skating?
So yeah, I finished out. I got into my childhood best friend was got into running. You know, he was kind of bullied his whole life, and then this motherfucker got into running and was just killed it out of nowhere. Just like
how do you kill it at running?
You just faster.
You just
than
run.
Yeah, like track or something, or
yeah, track.
Okay.
But he was distant, so he was cross country. So he was like, I think mental, he had mental toughness. I think just built up from being bullied so much. So he was just killing shit. Came out his first race. I think he was like, I think he got like 3rd or 4th overall, but ended up making state. Like,
damn.
So he was, and I would just like, I don't want to go too much, but like, he had some like some girl issues. He's kind of bummed, so I was staying at his house a lot, trying to help him, and he would come home. He'd go train early, come back, and then he'd be like, "Yo, I just ran 3 miles," and he'd be like, "I ran 6 miles, 8 miles, 10 miles." I was like, "I didn't even know that was possible, dude." Back then, he's like, "I just ran 15 miles." I was like, "What the fuck?"
You were just chilling at home. Like
I was still sleeping, dude. He was waking up early, like training, because I was playing baseball at this time. Like, and then so eventually, he was just doing all that, and I was like, "Damn, that sounds fun," So then I got into the running with him, and we just fuck around, and it was kind of like skateboarding in a way because you had freedom. The coaches weren't really drilling you, but So yeah, I got into that, and then after high school, I got into triathlon, and then I was doing that, and I was like, I love triathlon.
Wait a minute, after high school you got into triathlon?
Yeah, like my senior year, I graduated, and then I did triathlon that summer.
Okay.
I didn't even know how to swim. I figured it out, and then. But I'm like
during the triathlon. Wow, I gotta.
No, like right. I trained for like a month, but
okay,
it was just like a local one.
Gotcha.
I know I'm scattering everywhere.
Wait, you're good. You're good. You did not know how to swim before you started.
Dude, I never swam in my life. Yeah, just like fucking do this, like, and then
doggy paddle.
And then
I still do the doggy paddle.
I feel
I don't
like
think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
There isn't.
I love it.
Not in like some people might take this wrong, like a cocky way. I'm good at like everything, but I mean it in a bad way too. Like I'm not really good at one thing.
Right.
So like triathlon, because there was like swimming, biking, running. If you put me in more thing like a decathlon, I would excel at like a little bit better than
because
that.
there's a lot
more
to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Okay.
I wouldn't be as good as boxing as I would be as MMA.
So you would say, I mean, you're pretty athletic. Like,
Yeah.
when you
I'm
started-
very athletic, but like again, like just not. I never excelled in one thing. I
Okay.
just never did.
Okay.
So yeah, my best friend got me into the running, which got me into the triathlon, and then I was like, fuck, because there was 3, it was a little bit better for me, because
Okay.
so I was like, this is sick, and then I was like, well, I'm not. Again, there's still not enough things I couldn't excel enough. I was like, you know. So I was like, fuck this. Like, even if I made it, I'd be like, fuck me, $10,000 a year. As a shitty triathlon. So I was like,
Yeah, he scaled it out here.
Yeah, I was like, I love sports. I love sports so much. So I was like, I want to be involved in sports. And because that was the only thing I ever had in life. Like I had nothing. Like school, I fucking hated school. The only reason I went to school is so I could play sports. The only reason I finished is because I wanted to play sport. Like there was no other than sports. There's nothing else for me. Like I credit almost everything to that. Like I think like you know what I mean. Like my work ethic, my like drive.
I think a lot of kids can relate to that.
Yeah, I think skateboarding
sure.
too. You know, I know a
day.
lot of kids. Yeah, it's like skateboarding gives you that too. Like that, just that. You know, you're going down a 10-star over and over and over and over. It's
Totally,
like it's just
yeah,
like that.
repetitive.
That's a work ethic. You know what I mean? You got to keep going when
Until you
when
get
shit's
it.
hard. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like that. It gave me everything. I would used to say like athletics over academics always, like as a joke. You know,
Athletics
but
over academics.
Yeah.
but meaning it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, fuck, school's a joke, dude. Like a complete joke. Other than and that's just my opinion. You know, I'm not trying to hate on people, but like. I think you need it, you know, if you want to be a teacher or a fucking doctor or a lawyer, you know, certain things you need it. But there's so many jobs where you don't need it. Like, so in my opinion, you know, I don't want to be in like doing anything like that.
I mean, you could learn a lot in what you want to do in the actual like field.
Yeah, just go do it.
Go do
like
it,
in my
right,
opinion. But
right.
like, what was I saying? School's a joke because why?
I don't know. It sounds like a new merch idea right here.
Other than,
That's a
I think
great
it's-
one.
I think it's great for like, I think school's good for like human interaction, right? Like,
From the social aspect.
yeah, the social. I think it's really important to go to school. Like anyone out there who hates school, like I think it's good to go to school for that. Like to go see your friends, to interact, to have like engagement with peers. Like, but other than that, man, it's just like it just feels like a structure to keep you to. They just want you to do that
to be a little worker.
Exactly. Go be our little bitch somewhere. Which I got a company, so if anyone really loves that model, come work. We got benefits. No, but
You got benefits?
Yeah,
oh my god, I might even apply.
yeah,
That sounds great.
Yeah, you guys need this guy needs a dental plan. No, I make fun of his teeth, but his teeth are nicer than mine, so I can't. So yeah, mine are all like
But there was, I know you
Mine are
need
all
some.
fucking-
Let's get some.
I need a lot of
Invisalign
things.
over here.
We need everything, man.
But you even did like there was the kid at school, right? He wore the Virginity Rocks shirt.
Yeah.
And they made him take it off, and you heard about
a million
that.
times, yeah.
And you drove out there and gave every kid.
Well,
in
let
the school.
me tell you how I got into the stretching thing.
I just figured we're in this
I'm almost
right
there.
now.
I'm almost there. All right, So anyway, I was like,
This is way later down
I
the
was
line.
like, fuck the triathlon, right? I was like, I
Okay.
just want to be involved in sports. I always had this idea to work with skaters. Keep in mind, back then, no one had a foam roller. He knows, dude. I was the first. I was the first one, dude.
You were the first.
and everyone was like, "What the fuck is this guy doing, dude?" So,
Well, it seems like you just showed up at the Berrics one day.
No. I showed up at fucking Tampa, or actually, I
Oh,
showed
you
up
were
at
Tampa.
Dan Am's.
Okay.
And then I kept hitting up Tampa, like, "Yo, I do this." I did a thing called active isolated stretching. I learned how to do whatever. I had to go to these courses and seminars.
Oh,
and
so you
shit.
really did
So-
you were on that track.
Yeah,
you went to courses. You got
I was
certified.
just trying to learn how to do it. I had a mentor named Kerry Sullivan who taught me how to do. I had got certified for personal training.
Okay.
He was teaching me, how to train athletes. Sport specific. Body movements, not just like bench press, but like shit to actually help your body. So I was always had this idea for skating, dude, forever, for like years, and I was like, fuck, I want to do this idea in skating because like. Keep in mind, this is back then. No foam rollers. No one was training. No one was. Everyone was just drinking beer, smoking, and
That's how you recovered,
and they were
actually.
making fun of doing anything, because it's not cool,
This is
right?
so true, dude.
So I
Yeah.
kept having this idea, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, I want to do this so bad," and I just kept putting it off and never did it. And then one day I was like, I had kind of gave up. I was like, I want to do something in sports. I was training athletes at this time, baseball, football, these track, whatever.
Oh, so
and
you
then-
were doing everything.
So I was working with all athletes, like sports. Like I had that guy Kerry teaching me all this stuff. I had my certifications, so I was doing that full time. I was working at the YMCA. Right when I graduated high school, I got a job as the track coach, working with the sprinters. So like I was like 18 years old doing that. So yeah, I was just like, I just want to be in sports. If I can make like $100K a year, that'd be sick. Now I make $100K a month, I'd want to kill myself. You know what I mean? It's like literally, I'd be like, what the fuck happened? It's crazy how that works, But I came from nothing, so I like that I have both sides. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Sure.
so anyone who's like, well, it's easy for you, you're rich. It's like, I wasn't always. So it's like,
It makes you more well-rounded.
yeah.
well-rounded
I
in
think
that
people
sense.
can like relate to and like actually believe me when I tell them something because it's like, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's also the story. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a
Straight up.
success story.
So one day,
honesty helps too.
yeah. I always try to be honest. So one day I'm sitting on the fucking laptop and I see Zion Wright's Florida Days part, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, I gotta do this. Kid's killing it, dude." He was like 13 or 14 at the time, and that was when I was just like, dude. So I just got obsessed. I was like, dude, I gotta do this idea, and I was hitting up Zion, hitting up his dad, and then finally his dad's Mustafa. You know him?
Yeah.
They were like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I started working with Zion, and then
But he's in Jupiter. How close is Jupiter from your place?
dude, fucking 3 hours.
That's it.
So at the time,
Okay.
I didn't have a car. My girlfriend had a car at the time, so I borrowed her car, drove to fucking Jupiter, picked him up, and brought him back to Inglewood, dude. Yeah, dude, that part right here.
Wait, you picked him up and brought him back?
Look at kickflip, man. He's so good, dude.
You kicked him up and
bad.
picked him up and brought him back.
Fat ass Ollie, dude. Ooh, he's a
But
beast.
wait, what do you bring him back to your place for?
Well, we just like were working, stretching,
Okay.
training. We hit the skate park. I had a camera too because I was doing YouTube stuff for like stretching and shit.
Oh,
So like
okay.
I was filming some content with him too, obviously for my own benefit. You know what I mean? Like,
Gotcha.
yo, I'm working with this kid. Like, it obviously helps you, dude. He's a beast. But yeah, this is the part, man. Mikey Glover actually, he ended up filming with me too later on and
Sick.
for my YouTube channel. He came on tour with me and stuff. But he's the one who made this video.
I mean, he's
I
killing.
bought clips from this guy for like $20, dude. I had no watch this. This is huge. I think it's a 180.
You bought. What do you mean you bought clips?
Because I was making these, yeah, dude, yeah, dude, so sick. So I was making like these little edits, and shit for like my own thing because I called it Duncan Strength and Conditioning, and I was just like making like stuff, and I bought some clips for that to like promote my stuff. But yeah,
okay.
so I ended up doing that, dude. The stretching thing's crazy. There's so many random stories. Like, so eventually, I came out to LA to kind of work with everyone, and I would just like stretch people for free for a shout out. And this kid picked me up at the airport. Named Alex, just randomly picked me up, drove me around for like 10 days. We probably drove like 3,000 miles, and we would just sleep in the car or like at random places.
Who is this dude?
Yeah, how'd you come across this guy?
Just hit me up on Instagram. I just had an Instagram account for like,
What? He was just like, I like that you do stretching.
I
Like,
think I
let's
had,
kick it?
well, like people, the pros kind of were fucking with me a little bit. Like some people like Zion, and you had like, he wasn't pro yet, but like some people were. I think I had worked with some pros at that point. Maybe
Okay.
Tampa Am and Tampa Pro. I might have had already done. I don't remember, but so I came here and I was just working with everyone. Like we'd go house to house to house. Like went to Andrew Reynolds. He posted
Really?
me. Yeah.
Oh,
like,
wow,
Just
yeah.
like everybody. It was crazy, and it was kind of like once Andrew Reynolds posted you, it's like everyone was just like, "Who the fuck is it?" Like,
Yeah.
it's like you kind of were like good to go. No one was like hesitant anymore.
and that's when you got into like the Berrics.
Yeah, we went to the Berrics while we were there
Okay,
too. Yeah,
okay.
I think I don't know the right word. I don't know. I'm not. You might have to cut this like politically correct, but like I feel like in skateboarding, especially back then, it was like when you're like touching their feet and ankles, it's like almost like what's that word? Like they're like homophobic maybe or something. Like they're very like. it's just like, bro, what are you doing? You know,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
because no one was doing the
Yeah, dude,
stretching
totally.
stuff or anything.
I was the first one for sure. Like,
Yeah.
And I remember having the foam rollers and like they were like, what the fuck? So this is what I would do is I would stretch half their body. Like, so I would work on their, like, let's just say their right ankle and their right calf and their thigh and their hamstring and their right hip, everything, right? And then I'd have them walk around and they would feel the difference and they'd be like, oh shit. And then I would do the other side.
Okay.
Just so they could kind of feel like,
Get the understanding.
yeah, it actually
Yeah.
works a
It's
little
like
bit.
this isn't like snake oil salesman
Dude,
right
I
here.
was-
like we're, you know what I mean? Like
I
we're
was pissed, dude, because I was like, how is there no one helping skaters? Because I played all kinds of sports.
Yeah.
You know, I did wrestling, track, cross country, baseball, like just in high school, 4 sports. You know what I mean? Like, and I was like, and I skated, you know, in like middle school, a little bit in high school too. And I was just like, how is no one helping? Like, dude, they're jumping down like, you know, some people 20 stairs,
Gnarly.
you know, maybe more. You know, Jaws is like, it's like, and this guy has no one helping him. It's crazy.
I was always thinking too, when we go on tours, I would always be like, man, it'd be so rad if there was like a trainer with
Yeah.
us
Yeah,
that
yeah.
could
Oh,
like
yeah.
go on tour, be in the van, because tours are brutal.
Yeah,
You're in there
no,
for like
yeah,
a
I bet.
month. You're going from demo to filming to demo to,
Oh, damn.
you don't even know where you are in the country. You just jump out of the van and skate.
But
I was
you
like,
know-
dude, that'd be so sick if there was somebody.
Yeah, we never knew that was even an option though. To be honest,
Yeah.
like go on
No,
to go
no,
on
no.
tour with a trainer. Now it's like everyone. You go to street leagues, everyone's got there's trainers
I
there.
even got into street league, like, but again, I wasn't like this legit person. I was just like, everyone knew me though, and I'm glad because like skateboarding is like the one industry I'm glad to be a part of in a way. You know what I mean? And like, dude, there's so many funny. Like, I remember people were talking shit about me, like, not that I'm a poser, but just they would say shit. It's like, not that I like really helped. Like, I'm not Tony Hawk. I didn't really help that much, but I did contribute a lot of hours into helping skaters. Like, I really did.
you did,
I spent
yeah.
so much time. Dude, I would just go to the park here in LA and just like stretch skaters for tips. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've spent a lot of like,
Were you making money doing it?
dude, not much at all. That's why I
No.
stopped doing it.
like you're
I was like, I'm
in,
trying to get rich, man.
but you're in LA, you're doing this. How much are you making? What are we talking back then?
Stretching skaters?
Yeah.
Dude, skaters aren't even making money. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like you got some, but like,
Getting paid in product.
yeah, I would
Yeah,
get.
that's
So I would get a
important.
lot of product. I would get like, you know, there were some though. There were. I don't want to say it kind of sounds bad actually the way I say it, like laughing and stuff. But there are, if you consider how little a lot of these skaters had, there are a lot of them that actually would give me like good tips. So
That's dope.
with what they had, you know, like
Sure,
like I
sure.
remember Clive Dixon, Tampa Am, gave me like a nice tip. You know, he probably wasn't even making much money yet. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Now he's
okay.
obviously, you know, more
He's
successful.
killing it.
But like there was a lot of and I don't want to only say there was a lot, you know, like not all of them were, but like, you know, some of them really didn't have that much money, and they would. There were a lot of people that were really like helpful. Boo Johnson, you know, would tip
Boo's
me,
a man.
would tip me and give me a lot of product. You know, Nick Tucker, you know, gave me
Okay.
a shit ton of stuff there. So there's so many people that were really like, I was really fortunate to work with, you know, and everyone was so nice, you know.
But you didn't think at that time that you're building up like, oh, this is going well. I may not be making money,
Yeah.
but I'm actually like gaining
Totally.
people's respect, and I'm gaining this like thing now. I can like maybe this could become lucrative.
So, I mean, yeah, I do think I could have made it work. I think I can make a lot of different things work.
Sure,
But
I like the confidence.
let me
but-
try to think here. I did Tampa Am or Tampa Pro. I remember Chris Pastris, you know, Dune.
Yep.
He was walking. I didn't know who he was at the time though, and he was all sweaty, dude. And it's not to be rude. I genuinely thought I just didn't know who he was. I thought I was like, man, is this guy like cleaning or something? Like I thought he was like a janitor or something. Like he was all sweating his ass off, dude. And I felt bad, so I was like genuinely just trying to help. I was like, yo, if you need, I'm doing the stretching, you know, just trying to like offer support. And he was like, oh, thank you so much, super nice.
Yeah,
So
he's
anyway,
great.
later on I'm in LA. He hits me up on Instagram, and it was that guy, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's the guy." That's dude. And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "No way!" And he had like followers and stuff, you know. And I had no followers at this time. I was like, "That's sick." So he hit me up. I started working on him. I think his lower back was, you know, so I started helping him a little bit there. And then, I mean, dude, I had nothing. Then he would like really help me a lot. Like I would help him around the house or whatever, you know, maybe moving shit out, you know, and he would tip me, you know. So that's where I was getting all my food money was through him. He was the
Wow.
goat. Yeah, he was the goat for
Wow.
real. That helped me so much. Obviously, I didn't act like back then. You didn't want to. I never told anyone like how bad I was struggling.
Right.
Because I feel like it loses your credibility a little. Like no one wants a homeless dude like, you know, around as
feel
much.
you.
You know
I
what I
feel
mean?
you.
So
Yeah.
I really kept it
Nobody
private.
wants a homeless guy around.
Yeah.
but it's
But
also
part
like
of
your
your pride and shit
I was
too,
gonna
bro.
say.
Yeah, like I didn't really talk about it until I was really not sleeping in a car, sleeping on the bus or train. Like I didn't talk about it until I was like kind of done couch surfing.
Pause podcast.
Okay.
I need to tell you guys that this episode is brought to us by Athletic Greens.
Ooh, we love athletic greens.
We do.
This is gold in a box, right? Love this stuff. With one delicious scoop of Athletic Greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and Kelly's favorite thing in the whole world, adaptogens.
I love
There it is.
adaptogens.
This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, and aging.
Well, not only that,
Ooh, tell me, Drone.
contains less than 1 gram of sugar, no GMOs, no nasty chemicals or artificial anything, while still tasting good.
Nothing budget, only buttery, right?
Nothing budget,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
But it also supports better sleep quality and recovery as well.
Tons of people take multivitamins, but it's important that you choose one with high quality ingredients that your body will actually absorb.
And it's also better when not to have a full medicine cabinet full of, supplements.
Oh, man.
You know,
Wait, so I can get rid of all my supplements?
Yeah, I was just over at Kelly's house the other day, opened the cap. I was hit with supplements.
Get the trash can.
Yeah.
Throw them in there.
To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is just visit athleticgreens.com/9club. That's NINECLUB. Again, athleticgreens.com/9club. Take ownership of your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance today, which is Athletic Greens.
Take over your health now.
At this point in time, you're in LA couch surfing?
Oh yeah, I
That's-
didn't, dude. I would couch surf for years, like forever. Like
Okay.
I would sleep on the bus too. I would sleep on the.
What do you mean
like,
on
the
on the
train.
bus?
Yeah, how do you plan that out?
You just don't get off the bus.
I mean, we talked about it before, but like I would also use Tinder. That helped.
Okay.
Find a place to sleep. But like the train would only run till a certain time, so I would just stay on there until it was kind of done, and then I don't remember the time. And this is like 8-9 years ago.
Sure.
But maybe like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. or something, and then you would have to get off. And then I would have to. There was like I think a gap too where I wouldn't be able to ride a bus. But then some of these buses would kind of go for like an hour or so.
Mm-hmm.
I think that 200 over by Echo Park. I think it would kind of go for like an hour, and then I would just act like I missed it. Then it would drive back, and I would just stay on it. You know what I mean? So then you'd get like another bit of time.
Wow.
So like just things like that.
I mean,
but
that's-
I didn't have to do it all the time because sometimes I would couch surf.
Okay.
And then eventually, Chris Chann obviously surprised me with a car, and then I would sleep in the car.
Didn't the car break down the first day?
It did, but I got it fixed. Okay. And then it lasted like another month, and then we got it fixed again. But
But wait, we're breezing over this really quickly because Chris Chann is an instrumental part of your coming
yeah,
up,
yeah.
right?
So what were we talking about?
Well, I also like you through. I'm assuming through Chris Pastris, you became Jason Lee's.
oh yeah, he linked me with. So yeah, I was
Personal
working with Chris.
trainer.
I was working with Chris. Like, dude, Chris is the GOAT.
Yeah.
One time he took me to the skate park. I hit my head, got a concussion.
Oh,
Dude, I tried to do like a switch rock to fake, but when I got down, I thought I was on the concrete, but because it was like, those pre-made parks.
Yeah,
It was
prefabs.
just that, like maybe that
The
metal
metal
piece,
sheet.
but it was. I thought it was on the concrete, but it was on the metal sheet. So I slipped out, hit my head, dude. They said I was on the ground, like doing that.
Convulsing.
Yeah. So
No.
I opened my eyes and it was all black, and then it slowly started coming back, and I couldn't move, and then it was like I could feel it tingle like that. I was like, dude, that was great. I was like, fuck.
You felt it
I
coming
thought I was
back.
like paralyzed, dude. I was like felt crazy. So he ended up taking me to the hospital with his wife, dude. And they sat there all night when I felt bad.
Jeez.
Yeah, so he's super nice. I had like a neck brace and stuff. It was, dude, it was crazy. So
Shout out
yeah.
to Chris Pastris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he linked me with Jason. Jason was trying to gain some weight for some muscle. Trying to gain some muscle for like a TV show thing or whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, I was training him a bit, and then he would just make jokes. I just try to say jokes back quickly, and then he thought it was kind of funny, so he's like, try acting, and then I was
Okay.
like, I don't know, I was like, man, shit, that sounds crazy. And then I remember like calling my mom like, I think he thinks I'm funny. Like I'd leave his house.
But wait, what Jason Lee is this? Is this My Name is Earl Jason Lee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's the other Jason Lee?
Well, I don't know. There's been a lot of movies.
time frame,
The
yeah.
time
Time
frame.
frame,
of
yeah.
where we're talking about.
I don't know. It was like 2014. I think that had already been done.
It was-
That's
yeah.
already gone. My
Yeah,
Name is
yeah.
Earl. Okay. So he's
He's forever Earl, though, is he not?
He's always gonna be
for
there.
sure. For sure.
Yeah.
I don't know that mustache. If he doesn't have the mustache,
That's true.
Dude, he's funny though. But
He's great.
I mean,
He's a great dude.
Even I even stole his fashion, dude. Like even he would work out, so I'd go to his house to train him. He'd wear pajamas cut off into shorts.
Okay.
So I started doing that, and then like we sell them now. We sell pajamas now.
Really?
Like, I still wear. Yeah. I was like, man, this guy. I thought it was so cool. Like this, like. Really wealthy guy is like just wearing like pajamas that he cut. I was like, that's sick. So I was like,
That's dope.
But here's the thing, though. It's like you went from working on skaters to working on Dune, which is amazing, to
skater.
working on a skater,
They're all
to
skaters,
working
man.
on Jason Lee.
he's a skater.
100%.
is.
But you would have to think at that point in time, like, dude, this is good. Maybe I can use Jason Lee as a parlay for maybe other skaters or even like other actors. Like,
well, Jason was
this
the
could
first
be a
time I
good-
got paid real money.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that was like I remember when he paid me. I remember I wrote, dude. I was sleeping on someone's floor in North Hollywood in their living room, and I would take the fucking the train, the Red Line, I think, whatever. Dude, it was 2 hours, over 2 hours. I would take the train all the way. Was it called Grand Central Station? Is that what it's called? I would get to there, then I would have to transfer to the Gold Line, to wherever we go, and then I would have to skate. I had a cruiser board he gave me, and then I would skate like 20, 30 minutes to his house. So it would take me 5 hours. It would take me 5 hours there back round trip each time to go train him for 1 hour, 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, so I would do that every time.
And then at this point in time, you were already friends with Chris Chann? You were like kind of staying
I
with him?
I already knew Chris.
Okay.
I wasn't staying with him, but like at that I could only stay there sometimes. He lived with his parents. You never want to like overstay. It gets weird.
For sure. And then so it's around this point that he then bought you a car.
No, it was later.
That was
later. That was later. Yeah.
Okay.
I was doing YouTube like full time at that point. I wasn't doing YouTube when I met Jason and Chris Pastris. I wasn't doing YouTube yet. It was more just kind of like for the training, like 3 tips to strengthen your ankle, like shit like that.
That was the
yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
stuff you were doing.
And then GoPro, Justin Williams actually was huge. Him and this kid Conrad Ty, kind of backtrack,
yeah.
linked me with so many people. Like
Really?
Nick Tucker and all these people. They were the ones
Shout
really
out to
that
Justin Williams.
Justin
yeah.
Williams.
So they were the ones that
Yeah.
linked me with everybody.
He is
like,
the man.
Yeah, in the beginning they linked me with everyone. I'm still friends with both of them today. Like
Great.
they're
I just
great.
saw Justin the other day.
Yeah.
We
So-
did.
so
We filmed
Justin-
at the 30-year anniversary.
Yeah.
So Justin linked me with GoPro. They gave me a GoPro, and then I started kind of vlogging stuff around, like just around my travels, and you know what I mean. Like Jason Lee and Chris Pastris took me with stereo to like Woodward. I kind of vlogged that a little bit.
Interesting. So you were trying to get it.
It was just
into
cool.
it.
I never had a
You-
camera really, so it was sick. Like I was just like, kind of home video vibes, like
Okay.
just like memories. It was cool to have it. And then, but yeah, he was like said whatever, and then I was like, in my head I was like, damn, like it felt like the stretching stuff and training was kind of working, but it just in my head it felt like it wasn't. It felt like that wasn't it for me. I was
Okay.
like, I felt like something. It's like something else. And then when he had said that, I was like, okay, cool.
The acting thing.
Yeah, and I'm not much of an actor, but like it just. I was like, shit, maybe there's something else.
Like
then.
this dude who's gnarly sees something in me.
So yeah, something. I'm not saying he thought I was some prodigy, but
But you thought you were funny.
You thought
he
you were
saw
funny.
something. You
He's
know,
right.
He saw enough for you to be
I
like,
remember-
all right,
yeah.
I got
dude.
something.
And I remember
I mean,
calling
people
my
tell
mom.
me I am funny all the time, but I don't go out and do shit.
And there's a lot of liars out there. No, I'm just kidding. No, you are funny and good
Turn these
looking.
cameras on.
Yeah.
Turn the cameras
You're
back
lying now, dude. You're
on. Liar.
No, so yeah, but yeah, like I said, I remember calling my mom, like leaving, like, dude, he thought it was funny or something. I was like, when someone more legit, even if he was lying or just being nice, it means more to you when you're not, you don't got shit yet.
Dude, he's
so,
a gnarly actor.
So, yeah, he kind of had said like try acting. He said build a YouTube and an Instagram following that will help you get a gig easier.
It's so funny that Jason Lee told you to build a YouTube following.
I didn't have a following yet.
But that's bizarre to me.
Well, no,
'Cause he didn't
because he's
do that.
smart. He knew like he knew like the world was kind of changing a bit. Like if you have a following, because social media was becoming a thing. He knew like if you did have a following, it's going to be a little easier than probably getting a gig compared to people who have nothing.
Right.
Damn true.
right.
So
Because you already have a reel of your shit. Like, it's
exactly.
like there. They can check it.
So yeah, I started doing the YouTube thing, whatever, and I mean that shit just kind of worked, and I just kept going.
What were you doing at first? So you said you were doing the PT videos, but obviously that was
So I privated all those.
That was okay.
And then I kind of just started doing
vlog shit.
vlogs, pranks. Like when I was a kid, I would go to Walmart all the time with like dollar bill and fishing line and just like fuck with people for hours, dude, with no cameras, just bored.
But wait a minute,
Hours.
No, I'm not kidding. For hours, dude, hours. Like we would just fuck with people every day, all day.
You
Like
say without filming it.
No,
just
no
shit
film.
Dude,
I
we
didn't-
all, when I was
I
a
didn't
kid,
have
I
a
did that
phone.
shit too.
I
Not
didn't-
that, but like.
I didn't even have a phone till I was like 18, dude. Like I didn't have a. I mean, I
Yeah.
had nothing, dude. No, like we didn't have shit. So like, yeah, there was no way to really. I wish I had like videos and more photos, but we didn't really have anything. But
So when you're hanging out with Chris Chann, he was a big inspiration for the YouTube because he was already doing this YouTube stuff, right?
So we both were. So
Yeah.
because I was doing it for. So Chris went to college for like human movement, whatever. So kinesiology, I think, was his major.
okay.
So I was doing the stretching thing, and he messaged me randomly like, "Yo, we should do some sort of collab," because that was his major, and what I was doing was very similar.
Here's the dollar stuff, by the way.
Yeah, dude, that was filmed with Chris. I think that's at Glendale Mall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were just so bored.
You gave her $1.
Yeah, I know. Dude, so funny. Just so stupid, dude. So bored. See, I got that shirt. I got the shorts. That shirt from Boo Johnson for stretching him, and those shorts from Nick Tucker. Primitive shorts from Nick Tucker for stretching him, and those shoes are from Boo Johnson. They're Supras. All that whole outfit is from stretching people.
Nice.
Yeah. So I just transitioned to kind of doing YouTube full time. This video sucks, dude. Turn it off.
It's just funny to see you actually like in the video.
Yeah, I can't
like,
even front flip, dude. It's so bad.
Now, what was it? Were the views good on these videos?
No, probably not. Probably
couple thousand.
Yeah,
maybe?
5,000-10,000.
Okay.
Like it's like nothing.
But you did you feel like you had something there? Like when you
Dude, I knew
doing the
100%
videos?
I was gonna.
That was it.
I was 100% I was gonna blow up. I knew it.
What was it about you?
I was positive. I remember getting 10 subscribers a day. I was just like, I did crazy stuff as a kid and pranks, and I was like, oh, we'll just start there, like, you know what I mean, like just doing what I did as a kid when I didn't have a camera. Now we have a camera, and I mean, dude, when you have nothing to, you're motivated to just you'll do anything. You know,
I mean, you're still on the couch.
Like, dude, I wouldn't even do
point.
that front flip right now. I'm so lazy. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just like. You know?
You've evolved though.
I would though.
7 million subscribers has changed you.
I would
man.
do it off like a bridge or something. Like, it needs like a more like that's stupid. You know, I need to do it off something big or like make it worth it. You know,
God, I got a long way to go because I wouldn't do a flip off anything right now.
Where did you get inspired to do crazy stuff like that as a kid?
Oh, as a kid. I mean, obviously, like, you know, Rob Dyrdek, you know, Robin Big was like the best. I mean, that's what Key won. You know, my friend.
Oh yeah.
So I like the idea of Robin Big as a TV show. I mean, it was my favorite show as a kid, like the best fucking show ever, and it only had like 2 seasons. And I hear like on YouTube when I watch all the interviews, like they had a little bit of a beef, and like Rob didn't want to, or Big Black didn't want to be like known for like, oh, you know,
like a sidekick,
like as a sidekick, and then Rob probably wanted to do his own thing too, whatever. So it kind of ended, and I was like, man, that was like one of the best shows ever. So I wanted to kind of like do my own version, and instead of like a big security guard, I found Keywan, who was like a black little person.
Okay.
So it's like me and like instead of, you know, Robin Big, it'd be me and Keywan. So I wanted to kind of replicate that show, and then me and Keywan actually became like, you know, like really good friends. So
nice.
But we never got a TV show. But
I mean, I think you do have a show.
Yeah, you pretty much.
You have your own show.
I got a YouTube channel that we post videos. So yeah, I mean, growing up, obviously Rob Dyrdek, Bam Margera, Jackass, you know, Knoxville. Who else is there?
Was there any
Daniel
other?
Tosh? You know what I mean? Like Tosh.0, like Daniel Tosh is hilarious. But
I guess there wasn't any other YouTubers really doing that at that point.
I don't even know, like what I do.
Yeah.
No, now everyone just mimics what we do. It's like,
but yeah, no one was really doing that.
no,
on
we
YouTube.
just basically copied. Like, I mean, I try to, when people ask, like, because no one knows how to describe what I do, I just say I'm like kind of like Rob Dyrdek a little bit, like a pussy version of Jackass, and like, yeah, Bam Margera maybe a little. Like, but everything kind of toned down.
Sprinkled
but
together.
I like the business stuff that Rob does. But he also did stunts. You know, he's athletic, but he's business minded. I like how Bam skated and did all the pranks. You know, I like doing all that, but he's like just kind of ruthless. But but I have to tone it down so much for YouTube. Like CKY, I grew up on CKY. Like, dude, us pissing, like if we piss on our friends, it's like, dude, the YouTube is so mad. Like, dude, they just delete the videos. Like they get so you have to like play this stupid game of like, I'm way crazier off camera, but we have to like tone it down so much. Like you can't. But then you can't. It's kind of hard because I'm like, this is like my ninth year, I think. So it's hard because you got to keep it, you know,
got to keep
evolving,
it.
but and elevating. That's a better word, elevating it. But I can't go too hard, so you have to elevate it like it's fucking annoying. Because if you go too hard, then YouTube's just gonna delete your video or age restrict it. If you age restrict it, it's 1 million views, we lose instantly.
Yeah.
So it's like so annoying that you got to play this game. But obviously, you got to be grateful because they gave me the platform. And
Well,
now
no,
I'm
for
successful.
sure.
But
Is there another alternate? Have you like thought about maybe another channel that can provide this for you?
like a platform?
But there's always
They don't have, like, YouTube has billions of users, so
Right.
you won't be able to get as much eyeballs on it. Like, then the eyeballs is what's gonna move me over 150 million in merch, baby.
But there's also like paywalls, right? You could do like
nah, those don't work. That's why everyone tries them and then they quit. You know what I mean? You got like Logan and Nelk and all those guys do these paywalls, and then it's just, you know, it flops because they stop pushing it and they're not doing it anymore. Because you can only get so many people there, and then it's like, bro, who the fuck wants to pay money for the shitty content that didn't make it onto your main channel? You know what I mean? It's like,
I mean, if you're doing gnarlier shit,
yeah, but you want the billions of people or millions of people in our case.
No,
you want the millions of people to see it, not the 10,000.
Yeah.
Because unless you're making, if you could pull in like a couple million a month on that paywall every month,
right? Then now we're talking.
I wouldn't post another YouTube video again.
Now, YouTube videos are how you get those people, though.
Yeah, but
if you stopped posting YouTube videos tomorrow, your fans would go away.
If I stopped posting
eventually.
YouTube videos tomorrow, my merch would sell forever.
You think?
Yeah.
How would you market
Because
it?
I don't market it. I don't even promote my
Yeah,
merch.
but you're YouTube, though.
Dude, I'm #1 in Spencer's, and we haven't promoted it at all.
Yeah, but people watch your videos. You get millions of views on your videos.
They buy the shirts because they love me, yeah. But
Yeah.
so many people buy the shirts because they just think it's funny.
That's true. You do have
Yeah,
funny,
right,
weird,
right,
quirky
right.
If you go into
slogans.
Spencer's, you wouldn't even know the stuff's
From
me.
the novelty aspect of it, yeah. Like,
You wouldn't even know.
right.
You would have no idea. If you don't know I exist and you walk into Spencer's, you would have no idea that you're buying my shirt.
When did you know that YouTube was well, I mean, obviously you're doing these prank videos,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
was there a video that just popped off where you're like,
No,
whoa?
never. I never had anything. I'm
What do you
just
mean?
like slow and steady, just like
That
that.
was it.
Forever.
Bro.
Oh, I mean, 2020 was like an artificial bump. I would call it an artificial bump because
Why?
of COVID. Everyone's home.
Yeah.
So my
Oh.
views were probably like double, triple.
Okay.
But if you got rid of that, it's still this upward trajectory. We've never had a downward.
Okay.
What was the one video that you were like excited about? The first one. that you were
Every
excited-
one, man.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't
Nah.
the one where you bought your sister a new car or something?
That one was probably my biggest bump, but we already had like 1 million subs, I think, at that point. I think I already had 1 million subscribers. But so, to go back though.
Yeah.
I remember getting like 10 subscribers a day, and I was like, fuck, I can make it one day. Like this guy. And then I remember getting 100 a day. And I remember when I was getting 100 subscribers a day, I was like, fuck, if I just keep going, man, in a year, that's 36,000.
You're doing the
You know
math.
what I mean?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, 30, that's so many subscribers. I remember getting like 5,000 views a video, like, oh shit, okay. And then 10,000 views a video.
Right.
Is like, yeah, I remember being
Did
like,
you want to
that's
do
crazy.
more and more and more in a quicker span of time because you were getting those views, or were you just like, I want to put out the best content?
I mean, back
possible?
then you could post, I would just try to make the best stuff I could. But back then you didn't need to post like 10, 12, 15-minute videos. You could post like a 2-minute, 3-minute,
yep,
4-minute
yep.
video. So like my videos were probably 4 minutes, sometimes 2 minutes.
And then how
5
long?
minutes.
How many times are you?
I was
posting?
posting like 3 times a week when we started.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
And then, I've seen so many different trends. There became a trend maybe in like 2018, 19, where daily vlogging became a thing and
Yeah.
everyone was posting. But I was always more on like that. I never did that either. But I
Mm-hmm.
remember like, I always just felt like in anything in life, business, relationships, anything, it's always like quality over quantity, in my opinion.
yeah.
So
For
I
sure.
always try to just mimic that. Like I was just like, fuck the trends. Like I'd rather just make good videos and then they'll keep coming back
Well,
and I can have a long lasting career,
And
hopefully.
I feel like you've done. Do you know who Luis Mora is?
Yeah.
He's kind of on the same tip where in skateboarding he gets a couple 100,000 to 500,000.
he gets good engagement,
He
for
gets
sure.
great,
Yeah.
but he's also using music that he can't use. Obviously, that he can't monetize a video.
Yeah,
is
that's
I'm
what
trying
we-
to say.
yeah, we did that, yeah.
But you're doing the same thing, it's like you care more about the content.
Yeah, I probably lost $10 million by using music. You know what I mean?
crazy.
So, I mean, that's something I'm trying to work on right now. We might try to, I don't even know if it's worth the time, but we might try to make like our own little label. Or maybe if we could get like a bigger,
Okay.
what's that called? A major label, and then we're like
Independent.
a sub label. Yeah, so we might try to
Sub-label.
make our own
Okay.
like sub label, and then because I'm pretty good at finding artists. Like, I mean, Sheck West, Mo Bamba. Like, that song?
Yeah.
That was the biggest
Yeah.
song of the year when it came out. We were the ones who got that song popping. Like, I was using that on my tour. It started getting traction.
Oh, shit.
And if you ask him, he would say the same thing. Like, there were no one
That's
even.
dope.
I was posting the song and people are like, "What song is this?" Dude, that song was the biggest song of the entire year.
Were you getting his permission?
No, I was just using the
You were
song.
just using it?
Yeah, we just found it. Like, we're pretty good at finding shit pretty quick.
Okay.
Like we could find artists and help make them pop a little bit. But like, I mean, that song was crazy because no one knew what it was, and it's like, how would you not know
And
that?
you were
But
playing that on the tour.
On my tour, we were using it
Amazing.
every single night. We were
That's
using it
super
edits.
dope.
We were using it YouTube, Instagram edits, everything.
But are they ever coming to you being like, "Hey, dude, you guys are making hella money off my shit"?
No, they get the money.
They
I don't get
help.
the money.
Yeah.
No, I get no
from their
money.
YouTube video, from your YouTube videos.
Yeah,
is
they
what
get
you're
so
saying.
every video makes
Right,
let's
right,
just
right,
say
right,
20
right.
to 50 to $100,000 every video,
Right.
and that goes to all the labels. But the artists don't get the money because the labels just.
I was gonna
fuck
say,
everyone.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, are the
Dude,
labels keeping this money, or are they getting it to the
is
artists?
the most
The labels.
insane business model
Yeah.
I've ever seen in my life. The
Like,
music industry is so
Psycho.
fucked.
It's psycho. I don't
cra-
even know how they really make money, but
Who?
like people that are signed to labels.
They don't. They
Yeah,
gotta.
they have
like,
to go out
They have
and
to
tour.
tour their entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't make shit. Well, some do, but
Unless you're like a Drake or
yeah.
someone
I
like
mean, Drake
super
makes
gnarly.
money. Yeah, Drake's
Yeah.
making a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think it's like every industry. Skateboarding, you have that top
True.
1%.
Yeah.
The industry or music, you got the
This
top
is damn
1%.
true. This
Yeah.
is damn
YouTube,
true.
the top
Yeah.
1%. So it's like, I don't know. Everyone suffers in every industry, to be honest. But yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Damn. So you just saw this trajectory. It's so funny, man. Like it's funny because confidence can also, cockiness, right? But it's like Mr. Beast has the same kind of vibe,
feel like,
though.
I
It's
don't feel
he
like it was a
knew.
cocky way though.
Right.
Like I genuinely don't think like I mean people that don't know me,
That's
but
what-
they
that's
don't,
what
they
I'm
don't know me.
saying,
They
right?
don't know me.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Like if you know me, you know who I am. I'm a good person. I do good things.
100%.
Cameras on, off. I always do the right thing, you know, the best I can, like always. So like, but there's people out there that are just insecure and want to judge people because they have nothing else to do with their life and they're bored and you know they have their own issues, so they take it on other people.
But I just think it's rad because like Mr. Beast, if you listen to his interviews, he's got the same kind of mentality. He's like, I knew I was going to make it. I knew I was going to be famous. I knew I was going to get 10 million followers.
And I've seen videos of him where he's talking about like, if you gave me whatever X amount of time, I could get 10 million subscribers right now because I know how to do it. And if you knew what I knew, you could do it too. But like, and he could, dude. I know for sure he could do it. And it's just like, but there's experts in everything in life, dude. Like there's just like people that can do shit. Like,
do you think you could do that? Do you think you know?
I don't even have 10 million right now. Probably not.
A million. But do you think you could?
But I was never like that either. Like I don't care about subscribers. I never did.
Okay.
I just wanted to build. I wanted to be myself. Have fun, be happy, have fun with my friends and make money, make quality stuff. That's all I wanted. I wanted to like, I mean, anyone with 10 million, I'm bigger than. I have 7, you know what I mean? Like I've always been bigger than the people that had more subs than me. Like, so I don't know. I don't think it really matters. It's just like engagement, you know what I mean? I never wanted to like have a meet and greet and no one show up. I'd rather just have a meet and greet and motherfuckers, everyone shows up.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
I want
100%.
that. I want that. I don't care about.
If I had a meet and greet, probably a couple people would show up.
Yeah, definitely. I'd show up. I was stoked to meet you at Nitro Circus. Yeah,
I know, right?
I was stoked.
Yeah. Well, we've been talking for a while, but then
years.
This is the first time
I hit him up to come on this podcast. they present me so many podcasts all the time.
Really?
Every week, I'm like, fuck no, I hate podcasts.
What's the biggest one that you shut down?
I don't know. I hate all of them, dude. I don't want to go on any of them. I don't care.
But it's funny though because like people, I mean, this is your roots. Skateboarding
I
is
love
your
skateboarding,
roots, man.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's
that's one thing. When I got into Zoomies, so we were doing the e-com. That became a big wave. Like, oh, e-com's the new
Well, you
move.
were on like Teespring for a while, right? You were
Teespring's where I started.
It's where you
Well,
started.
I'll break down the merch if you want. Real
Please
quick.
do. Yeah,
Okay.
no, I love the merch.
So I started. People were getting big. You know, people started selling merch a little bit, like T-shirts, right? So I remember Teespring was a thing, and I was like, "Fuck!" It used to tell you how many units you sold when you did a campaign, a week-long campaign. It said 20 units, 100 units, 500. So I was scared that I would launch this campaign, and it would say like 2 units sold, and I was like, "Oh no, it's fucking looks stupid," you know.
But it's like, no Adam. Oh, you to other people.
To other people, they would see like, "Oh, Danny sold 1 shirt. Nice, nice, bro."
Way to go, Danny.
So I never did it. I was too like. I like that's where and I'm honest, you know, I'm not cocky, but I'll tell you like there's times when I have confidence and times right there I didn't have confidence. I was insecure. I just didn't want to look like, you know, a bitch. So
fair enough.
I was just like I didn't do it. But Teespring eventually got rid of that number. So I was like, "Oh, fuck yeah, let's go."
And it's not out of pocket. You're just putting up graphics and if they sell, they sell. It's free money basically.
So this is a while back. I might have had, dude, I was going to go to LA and get an apartment. I think my apartment was like $2,800 a month. I was trying to do this campaign and get like $2,000. I think I had $5,000 in my account. I just bought a Honda Fit. Nice car, man. Great quality car if you guys are looking for a nice used automobile. Certified pre-owned.
Hey, Hondas are good, dude.
No, Honda Fit, bro. I beat the shit out of that car. That car never broke on me.
Really?
That's a good car, yeah. So
it's a small one, right? Little
yeah,
Fit?
yeah. Hatchback, 4-door, you know, white, 2015, I think.
Tinted windows, maybe.
Yeah. No tent. I needed that.
Yeah, I want you to see me.
Nah, I'd sleep in that bitch sometimes too. But
There it is.
So
Look
anyway,
at this. Honda Fit. That's Danny Duncan's
man,
rolling around.
Don't
his
get
Honda.
me started, man.
There it is.
That shit is clean,
Man.
Honestly, even now though, even I have so much money now, and I still look at this and I'm just like, fuck, that shit's beautiful. Honestly,
love that,
dude,
bro.
that thing,
Dude.
dude, that thing like took me out of it, like gave me freedom.
Look at that.
Look at those rims though. That's too much.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I love that, bro.
Dude, I remember getting that car. I think I actually sent it to Jason Lee back then. I was like, and he was just like, I think he told me to like get a Honda or something. I don't know. He might not have, but I think I sent
like,
it.
look at my
I
Honda
definitely
Fit.
sent it to him when I got it, and he was like, congrats or whatever. But I remember that shit was like that. Like, I went there to get a Honda Civic, and they didn't have any. And then he's like, "You sure you don't want to look at this one?" I was like, "No, I want a Honda Civic." And then and I remember it was like it only had 20,000 miles, and it was like $13,000. I was like, "Let's just test drive it." And I was like, "Oh, I fuck with this."
So it's straight up used car.
It was I've never bought a new car in my life besides I think I bought my sister a new car and Teslas come new, yeah.
The
So I had the
Teslas,
Teslas, yeah.
Yeah.
But I had
But you put horns on the Tesla.
yeah. Actually, that's why I did that. So I would always like make fun of. I want a Ferrari and shit one day, you know. I could get him, but I feel like it's not fine.
You want
That's dope. I like
one?
that. I like
Ferrari?
that attitude. No, I like that you're like, I could get it, but like I choose not to.
So-
Like you're being fiscally responsible.
I was actually gonna buy a Ferrari, but I ended up buying this like Froyo brand. I threw a bunch of money into that. I was like, this will help me buy a bunch of Ferraris one day.
16
16 handles.
16 handles.
Yeah. So
But wait, let's go back really quick.
Yeah, go
We
back,
were
yeah.
talking about the God, what we were just talking about
so many
something.
things,
Honda
man.
Fit.
Not with a Honda Fit
before
for sure.
the Honda Fit.
Damn, man, we've been
What were
going
we
over
talking
so
about?
much shit.
There's
I
a lot-
feel
there's
like
a
it
lot.
was. I
There's
feel
a
like
lot.
we
The
got
merch,
sidetracked.
the t-shirts.
Oh,
Yes.
Teespring. Okay, sorry.
Teespring.
sorry.
Teespring took away the number.
So
Yeah.
anyway, I think at the time there were YouTube networks. I got a $5,000 signing bonus, and then I got a brand deal from JBL. They
Hold on. YouTube
Real quick,
network.
I'll get to it though.
Go ahead.
$5,000 for that brand deal. And then I took that $5,000, went and bought that Honda Fit, $5,000 down, 22% interest rate.
Woo.
Yeah, I had no credit. My mom told me
Okay.
a hospital bill. It was the hospital bill when I went with Chris Pastors when I hit my head. She said I don't have to pay it. It won't mess up my credit. That shit ruined my credit. I had 500 credit score.
Oh,
500. So I paid the Honda Fit for a year, paid it off.
Okay.
So I paid that 22%, and then I paid it off after a year.
That helped. That helped.
That
get
helped
it
a little
scaled
bit.
Credit
a
went
little
up to
bit.
550. Maybe.
Yeah, 550, baby.
Got
No,
that.
got a secured credit card. That's what you guys do. You get a secured credit
Build
card
your-
if you
build
got to
your
build it
credit.
slow and steady.
Yep.
So yeah, I had like $5,000 in the bank. I was gonna get an apartment. I dropped that Teespring shit. I made like $13,000. I was trying to make two. I was trying to make 2K. I made like $13,000. I was like, what the fuck?
This is already 1 million subs.
500K.
500K?
subs,
Okay.
And I still had no money. yet.
People were asking for merch, probably, right? At
Yeah,
this
but
point.
that's the problem a lot of people will face is people ask for shit, but when it comes time to drop it, a lot of people won't actually
won't
buy it.
pay
Yeah,
the money
yeah.
They'll
back.
just waste your time for some
Well,
reason. I don't
that's
know.
for us too. We didn't make merch for the longest time,
Yeah.
and or just T-shirts for that matter.
Yeah, yeah.
But we started getting all the requests. We were like, okay, maybe it's time.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Did it worked?
Yeah,
Good.
I mean,
I'm glad.
we're actually going to ramp up our merch here in a little bit, but for a long time,
That's the merch god right there.
merch. We could talk after the show.
Yeah, man. That's right. I always send everyone to him. He's like, bro, stop sending me
Sending me people.
He doesn't
He's
want
too
more
busy.
money, dude. He doesn't want more.
He's too
right?
busy. It's like pennies, though. You know, when he gets a commission off me, you know, it's pennies. But
Okay, so Teespring
so-
took away their thing. You made 13 grand.
I made $13,000 in a week off the thing, dude. I waited like a week and did it again. I was like, I'll probably make maybe 1,000.
Wait a minute, you didn't keep it
You can
going.
do no. You
You did drops.
Teespring would do like campaigns, like 3-day,
Oh, okay.
5-day, a week, month,
Okay.
whatever you wanted.
Interesting.
And whatever it sold, then they would make it and deliver
After
it.
the fact, yeah.
So I would do like weeks. So then I did another one, and it made like 10K. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I actually have it written down somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, let me see real quick. You might have to edit this out.
And this is you had
Love it.
this was already you didn't have a place to live even out here. Is that
Dude,
what you
I was
just
still
said?
in Florida, living at my cousin's house on a cot.
Wow.
I slept on their cot, dude. They were dope though. I remember my cousin would come home. He did air conditioning, so in Florida it's hot as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
He would work in the attic all day, and then he would come home and I'd be in my underwear editing. And I was like, and I had kind of switched career paths so many times, and he'd be like, he was always supportive, but he was like just like kind of over it. He's like, dude, you need to fucking do something. And I was like, no, I'm telling you, this YouTube thing's gonna work.
It's gonna work.
And keep in mind, back then no one was doing YouTube.
Sure.
This is
Right.
before Mr. Beast even. Like
100%,
Like
yeah.
like. No one was doing YouTube. So to say that to someone and be taken serious is like, they're like, what the
In your
fuck are you
underwear,
talking-
like
in my underwear. And I'm like,
I'm in my underwear at your place.
at his house. In his air conditioning.
In his
Giving
running
him-
up his electric bill.
Giving him no money for rent. Nothing, dude.
You're like, no, this
Dude,
YouTube thing's
nothing.
gonna work. bro.
Yeah,
Watch.
dude, I swear it's gonna work. Yeah.
Watch.
And yeah, dude, it's so funny. I couldn't find it, but
So you're making 20. I mean, that's a good.
so
in
I did
a
I
month.
did for a
That's a
week.
start,
I did like 10 or 15K. Then a week later, I dropped a little bit later. I dropped another one for a week.
Okay.
It did like 10 or 15K, and then I waited a month, and I think it did 10K. And then I waited a month, and I was like, surely no one wants any more. It did 15K. I was like,
These are
what
all the same
fuck?
graphics?
Same graphics, yeah. So I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy. So I go to LA. I mean, dude, when you have no money, a lot of people out here have like less than. Dude, I didn't even have 1,000 in my bank account ever in my life.
Yeah.
Like when I went to LA the first time when I stayed here for like months, I came with like I didn't even have a bank account. It was or I had one, but it was minus 100, so I couldn't use my card. I had like $32 in a plastic baggie. Like it was fucked. So I know there's a lot of people out there, man. So you know what it's like when you get
Bro.
like 10K, $10,000 was so much.
Jamie
fucking
Thomas
money.
was sleeping at Embarcadero trying to steal slices of pizza from a pigeon.
Yeah, dude.
Chad Muska came out here and stayed in
Muska's
Venice.
got a cool story.
You know what
I like his story. Yeah, he's
For
dope.
sure. I'd never met anybody that slept on a train though, and then had to get off and then go sleep
Little
on a
naps,
bus.
power naps, you know.
Power naps.
Yeah.
But still,
but
like,
yeah, it was
that's-
so much money back. I
100%.
mean, that was so much for me. So then when we went to LA, I was in my apartment, and then eventually I started doing it myself. I remember shipping out merch out of my cousin's like back room. I would film all day, edit, then I would like pull all nighters and do all the merch orders, and then I would just sleep kind of all day till like maybe 1 or 2.
Okay.
Because I'd be up till like 8 or 9 or 10.
Right.
And I would just do that myself, and then eventually I go to LA, get my apartment, fill that bitch with merch. So I was doing it all myself, and then that's when I met him.
Oh,
And I was telling him like,
okay.
dude, I swear I could do 30K a month. And
I know you have no microphone, but were you already doing the merch? Were you doing merch at this point?
He worked. Yeah, he
You
worked.
are. You were. Okay.
So-
I'm sort of just getting started too.
Yeah.
You were getting started as well.
So he worked
Gotcha.
at the company that did the merch,
Okay.
and he was just like, you know, doing, you know, he had some bigger people like Bill Nye, right? And like Dan Bilzerian.
Bill Nye, wow.
He had like random people like that, you know what I mean? But
Sick.
so they were like, for me back then, that was just crazy. I was like, oh, he's working with like really, and I was like, yeah, I could do $30K a month. He's like, all right, dude. And then we started killing shit, like, you know what I mean? Like first month like 20 something K, you know, next month was like 40K, next month 100K.
And this is all on like
e-com only.
But is this for, has Virginity Rocks even
that
start?
was no, not yet. No.
This is just all Danny Duncan, whatever.
Virginia Rocks was when you were making millions a month.
I've heard.
That's when we scaled up.
Dude, I think we did like 6 million in a month. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
How do you make that?
Hey,
bro, we need to get on the show. How do you even do that?
Wait, that's all online? That's all online?
No,
Or
no,
like,
that
scaled
the
out to
6
like
million was
Zoomies and all
both.
that?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
both.
Well,
Yeah.
you broke the Zoomies website at one point.
Did I?
I think so.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
But you were in Zoomies till like
So
all these.
that was a moment where people were like, "Oh, you're a sellout for going to Zoomies." I was like, "Bro, I was so excited to go into that store." I feel like people don't know what sellout means.
What
know
is
what I
your
mean?
what's your interpretation of
They
it?
don't.
A sellout is like someone who, like, if I'm sober and my mom's an alcoholic and I'm sober because of it, and then you see me drinking this beer and I'm really against alcohol, but then you see me drink, that would be a sellout. Or if you just maybe I'm not even drinking it, I'm just promoting this.
Oh, okay.
That would be selling out. Like when you want to get into Zoomies, how the fuck is that selling out? You know what I mean? I wanted to be in the
you
store.
wanted to be there.
I wanted to promote it. So how is it? They'd be like, "Oh, you're a poser," and I'm like, "What the fuck? All right, stay broke then." You know what I mean? Like, I don't care.
I mean, nowadays,
But I've never
almost-
done anything that I didn't want to do.
Right.
Everything I've ever wanted to do, I've done. Like I've turned down so many alcohol deals. Like before I even had 1,000 in my bank account, I remember an alcohol company hit me up for like 20K or 10K, and I turned it down. You know how hard that is when you're hungry?
Wow.
You go to bed hungry?
You turned it down.
Always.
You didn't
Yeah.
believe
Even
that.
now, I've had multiple alcohol deals. Like I would never do that.
What
know
you you don't like alcohol?
No, I fucking hate alcohol. I don't care if people drink though, but I would never promote it
Right.
unless it was like done in a way where it was like I don't think alcohol is bad. I don't know how to say it. I would never drink alcohol. I just personally want it. I don't think it's bad if people do.
Have you ever?
Yeah, in high school I've tried it. But like I think weed it was illegal and yet alcohol is legal for so long. Like how the fuck is that?
It's a
a-
little ass backwards.
How the fuck is that thing?
all
Clearly
day.
that's like a money thing
All
with
day.
the government or what. Like I don't know what it is, but
Right.
something like it makes no sense.
So you're
But cigarettes are illegal. Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the fuck are cigarettes and alcohol legal, but weed's illegal? You know, I would smoke weed way before I drink alcohol. You know,
Because it's
I-
grown from the earth, bro. They want to leave.
I don't-
They can't monetize that.
exactly. You gotta, dude. I remember like even in like if you watch Narcos, which is a TV show, but whatever.
Sure.
Like they were saying that in Miami, so much stuff was being brought in. There were so many deaths, kill everyone. And the government did nothing until they found out how much money was being brought in.
brought in,
That's
yeah.
when they were like, "Oh, we got to tax this shit."
Oh yeah.
It's
Cocaine
crazy.
Cowboys. You see
Yeah.
that movie?
I
it's
I've
such
seen
a good-
some of it, but I
it's
didn't
so
I didn't
good.
finish it.
Cocaine
but-
Cowboys, great
It's a
movie.
great
But yeah, so anyway, like the sellout thing, I don't know. I always got confused on that when people are like, just because you wouldn't do it doesn't mean I'm a sellout
Well,
because I do. Like, I was like, what the
yeah.
fuck?
You know what's funny?
I was stoked, man. It took us a year to get. They were like, no. I was like, why are they saying no? He'd tell them my numbers. They'd be like, those are fake numbers. What the fuck are we making? Like, what the fuck?
just making shit up.
Yeah, like what the, so then we got in and we killed it. You know what I mean? So I was stoked. But that was back in econ when everyone's like retail's dead. I was like, all right, then selling. I'll do both. Like I don't care.
Huh.
Yeah,
They weren't
that shit
doing their
changed my
due
life.
diligence at the time. I'm sure.
I mean, we were the
just being-
first. Yeah, we were the first ones, really. I think. I mean, there had been people like kind of in shit, but like, I would say with apparel, we were probably the first ones. I think Jeffree Star had like some makeup and stuff in stores already. Like there were people that had some stuff. But
That dude
I mean,
killing
look,
it.
go look around right now.
he
like
does too much.
Yeah.
He makes so much money, dude.
It's insane.
He makes so much money. He would watch this and laugh at me talking about money. And that's funny too. No matter how much I make, there's always more people.
100%.
And then the richest people in America, all the Saudi people are laughing. They're like, "What? That's not even. I'd kill myself if I had that much."
So when did you start opening up to retail?
What was that? 2018 or 19?
2019. Okay.
So what was that? Why that decision though?
It kind of felt like this. Like I have a YouTube channel. Getting a TV show would be cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't really doing it to get rich as fuck. I just thought it like kind of helps my brand, like the clothing. It's like, oh, I like experiences in life, you know? So I like the idea of like buying stuff online is cool, but like going to the store and seeing it, like picturing like me, you know, as a Rob Dyrdek fan, walking into like a store and seeing like Dyrdek's stuff or his skate decks. It's like way cooler than just buying it online, in my opinion. That's just me though.
Definitely. That's the
Everyone's
experience.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the experience of shit. Like
All day.
I don't know. I was like, it would be cool for my fans that are already at the malls to like go in there and like see my shit and like buy it. And when they're bored online at home, they'll buy it then too. You know what I mean? So it's like, but like I just wanted that like idea of like in for me too. It's just cool. Like it just felt like another like stepping stone, like another milestone for me. Something I always wanted. You know.
Nice.
So yeah, we got into Zoomies, Tilly's, Spencer's. You did a Hooters collab. We were in all the Hooters stores. Hot Topic.
Wow.
So we were in like over 2,500 stores.
That's
but like Spencer's right now is definitely like, I mean, we did. Can we say numbers
They're
or no?
killing it.
No, he don't like. I don't care about. I like telling numbers, but he don't like. We did a lot of numbers. What? Yeah, we're number one in the whole store, Spencer's.
Number one in the whole store.
And like Playboy has like tons and tons of SKUs, like way more SKUs than us. And
Wow.
it felt like in the beginning when we got in there, like it would be impossible. They made it seem like it'd be impossible to beat them, but we beat Playboy.
How many stores does Spencer's have?
700.
Oh
dope.
wow.
Yeah.
Is
I
Virginity
didn't
Rocks number one?
They're not. We don't even have that in there.
Oh, really?
That's what I'm telling you. You guys are slacking on me, man. I told you.
So where is that Where is that sold?
That's in Zoomies.
Okay. It's only Zoom or
Only
and
Zoomies.
online.
And online, yeah.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Amazing, bro.
And Hot Moms is only in Zoomies too.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
They wanted exclusivity.
Yeah, I mean they were the first ones that, I mean it took a year, but they were the first one that gave me a chance, you
They
know.
gave you that support.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll always respect that, you know.
Huh.
Even if
Now, is
they're-
there a time limit on that? As far as like how will it be exclusive?
I mean, dude, things die. Things will die at some point. You know
True.
what I mean? Like I'm gonna have to come up with more shit, which I have for Spencer's.
Yes.
You know, but like,
Diversify.
there's nothing
bro.
in life that is cool forever. You know,
You already know, man.
it's just like not really. I can't think. I mean, Drake's pretty good at it. It seems like he's been cool
Yeah.
for like 85 years. But besides him, I
But he
don't know.
puts it in the work though. He's still working on it every
There's not
day.
many other
He's
people.
evolving, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
There's some
Yeah.
people, you know, but like most things kind of they run their course.
You
You
have
know,
a
I'm not
cycle
gonna.
for- you have
I'm
a
not.
cycle 5 year, 6 year, like, and yeah.
And I'm like year 9, so it's like I'm on my way out probably. Who knows? I don't know. I won't be cool forever or have a channel forever or a platform.
But you don't do the drop method, do you? You do
No,
like
because most of those people doing those are lying. They're acting like, oh, my shit sold out. It's like, bro, you sold 2 units, 25 units. Like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Like, and even if you did, anyone doing a drop is selling less than me. You know what I mean? And making less than me, even if they up their chart.
But you just don't believe in the drop method. Because you're just all over
I always
constantly have
always-
stuff in stock.
I have multiple reasons. I said this on this Forbes thing. I said I like Walmart. Like everyone's trying to be like Supreme,
Right.
Which I thought was corny and lame. Supreme's cool, you know. They did their thing. They were cool. They did their thing. They're kind of lame now a bit, but like I didn't
They
want
were doing the drop thing.
Yeah, I thought it was cool then when they were doing it. They were killing it, but then everyone was copying it, which kind of makes it lame again. And I also don't care, dude. I sell fucking funny shirts that are just supposed to make people laugh a little bit, and they're conversation starters, you know, maybe
Sure.
get you some pussy, you know, or whatever, or dick, whatever you want. But like they really do, you know. 'Cause they break the ice. They're funny. You know, I feel like this world sucks a lot of the time for a lot of people. It's really shitty, you know, not to get deep with it, but like when you're walking and you see something and you laugh and smile, it's good. Anytime you laugh,
sure.
if I'm watching something and I laugh out loud, I love that feeling. So it's like, that's kind of my, like, I guess my mission statement. I just want to make people laugh and have a good time. Or maybe you meet someone that has a shirt. It's like, you know, but it does help a lot of people like create a conversation.
Gotcha.
Oh, dang.
So I'm not fucking selling this North Face, you know, fucking $7,000 Louis Vuitton hoodie. Like, that should never even be sold anyway. Like, I'm selling this fucking, you know, maybe a little bit cotton poly blend shirt. You know what I mean? It's like I don't need to, you know, rip you off. You know. So I just felt like I always said like Walmart makes way more money than Supreme. I'd rather have my shit available 24/7.
Okay.
Buy as many fucking units as possible.
great
I'm
model.
not
Nothing wrong with
trying
that
to be. I'm not trying to be cool. You know, like a lot of these YouTubers and influencers try to make their shit so cool. It's like, bro, your shit sucks. You know what I mean? Your shirt sucks. The quality sucks. It's not even. My shit's way better than yours, and we sell it for cheaper. You like. So I was just like, I'd rather just and also too like. I mean, you have to up your price. Like, we have to make our margins.
Sure.
I honestly try to make it as cheap as I possibly can.
Wait, how much do you sell shirts or sweatshirts for?
Was it $30 a shirt? And I try to make it cheaper, but
30.
you know,
That's cheap. It's
reasonable.
homie over here has
Yeah.
got to make it more
And
because of-
sweatshirts?
inflation, dude, is a bitch.
55. That's great.
Yeah,
These are great
Some
prices.
people think it's high, some people think it's low, but it just depends who you are. Like, most people know, like, fucking hoodies are like $70-$80 now.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like, I'll sell mine as cheap as I can. I always try. Same with my tour. I sold my tickets for like $25. I always try. Like, I'm already rich. You know what I mean? I'm good. I don't really need, like, I want more money. I want a jet and shit. You know, I want a Ferrari. But I'm not gonna do that at someone
Guy's
else's.
ambitious.
I'm not
ambitious.
Yeah, I mean,
You're a goal setter.
I'm not trying to do that at someone else's expense, though. I'm not
Right.
trying to rip someone off to get that. Like, I'm gonna do it. I don't care if it takes me X amount of
You
time.
can scale that behind the scenes with houses. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but so I always wanted it as cheap as I could keep it. You know, it's just funny shirts. It's nothing. You know what I mean? It's not the Louis Vuitton shit. Whatever. So I just did that, and I was like, fuck, I think if I do that, I'll make more money, and it seems to work.
Yeah.
I think the drops, when a YouTuber does a drop, it's like, bro, you're fucking lame. Like, you know what I mean? And but everyone's different, but that's just my thoughts.
I hear you, bro.
It's like they're trying to be like something they're not, and they act like their clothes are like handmade with leather. It's like not that nice a quality.
Right.
So that's just me.
I feel you.
I
No, it's a good mentality to have. It also kind of that model also kind of fits your whole brand.
Yes.
Now. It kind of fits who you are and what videos you make,
and that's
like
why I try to keep
your
it
overall
cheaper
thing.
too, because I want anyone to get it. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like gatekeeping my fucking merch. If you're a fan of me, why would I gatekeep the shit?
Right.
Like everyone's gatekeep. Like, bro, just let your fans support you.
Yeah, you
Like,
wanna
why
be
are you making it
accessible,
hard
bro.
to? Like, why are you making it
True.
difficult for your fans to support you? Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Dude? You should be happy people are supporting
all
you.
day, bro.
You know what I mean?
That makes total sense.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Nah, it's really bizarre. I mean, dude, you're doing it, dude. You're
Yeah,
doing
VF
it,
Corp
man.
tried to buy us out. Actually,
Really?
No, imagine.
That was a good
I was like,
mistake.
God damn.
What the hell?
That was good. That was pretty good. I'm like, they're right YouTubers.
I should have let that one
You
ride
should have let it
out.
ride, bro. I was believing that. I was believing that.
Get them.
I'm like, damn, that's crazy, bro.
I love this, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go back to your YouTube videos really quickly because I'm really interested in like, is your YouTube video is just like pretty much like a day in the life almost of Danny Duncan, or do you guys plan stuff out? I'm sure it's maybe a little bit of both.
I mean, you saw me at Nitro Circus,
Sure,
you know.
sure. You knew that you were doing something.
I'm
there.
gonna go film at Nitro Circus, and then things will happen, you know.
Yeah, okay.
But then it's
Yeah.
like, let's say we had like one idea we had was like, I'm gonna jump a monster truck. So the guy does this thing, they build the jumps, and then I did one jump, you know. But then we got other footage along the way.
Okay.
One time we did like a smart car race on I have 100 acres in Florida, so we like built a track, and then me and 3 of my friends raced, and then just things happen along the way. I ended
Yeah,
up
yeah.
flipping it. Like you just have, I kind of get like a base idea sometimes.
Yeah.
And then things will happen, you know.
You got one filmer or two? 3? How many filmers?
I have one main filmer, another one, and then I have like a full-time remote editor.
Oh, remote. So you
Yeah,
gotta
he's
send
in
him the
Florida.
footage. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we just send him everything. He kind of gets it all ready for my main film.
Now, do you watch the edit before it comes out?
Yeah,
You do.
I always watch it.
And do
yeah.
you make changes
Yeah.
to it? You do?
Yeah, but they try to do their best to make it like good, and then
What would be like a change that you make normally? Like music, or are you
maybe
giving
I
them
fucking repeat maybe I say something and then say it again, and I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like I hate, like, you know how it is. If you hear yourself laughing too much,
Totally.
it's like annoying.
That's why I don't watch the show.
Exactly. exactly. So I'll like cut stuff, song
Yeah.
choices. You know,
Okay.
if a song's not good enough, I'll change that shit, or like I don't know, just random stuff.
Do you have a schedule? Sorry, do you have a schedule?
I post once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah,
What day?
just whenever.
Oh, just whatever. Okay.
Do you have like any maybe I'm guessing no, but like a lawyer telling like, dude, don't be fucking doing that shit. Like in
Kind of,
videos.
yeah.
Yeah.
not so much like that, but like
We got to keep.
I mean,
up with the
I'll
YouTube
give
TOS.
you an example.
Okay.
Okay, so I was just in Arkansas, and some bitch posted my car. I have horns, obviously, so you know it's my fucking car. They posted a picture of my car on their like little bad drivers of Arkansas. I'm parked in a spot, nothing wrong, and they said I parked in a handicap spot.
Okay.
but I didn't. But it's just like you're with the horns and stuff. You know it's me, so it's like you're kind of saying like Danny Duncan parked in a handicap spot. I would never do that. I would literally never do such a thing. But it just makes me look bad. So like my idea is like I see the Facebook post who it is, so you can find out all their information. I want to like show up with like the post, like make it big though, like the picture, and be like, yo, why the fuck do you say that? Like after work,
like a big check.
yeah, like why, why the
there's
fuck you making shit up about me? You know, what I mean? I didn't park in a handicap spot.
Want to call him out?
Yeah, so I think that'd be a funny bit to film.
Right.
So my lawyer's like, well, let's just make sure they're not handicapped for one, because then you're gonna look like a fucking idiot if they're in like a wheelchair or something. and
Oh,
you're
so you
talking
do
shit.
run by
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
I also don't know if like I want to make sure I can
That's
do that. I'm
legal.
not trying to
Right,
stalk
right,
someone.
right,
Like I don't.
right.
I just want to make sure like I'm in the clear, because they're fucking. He said that was illegal for them to post that. Like it's like I don't know.
Defamation.
Yeah, something like that. Because
Yeah.
like I wouldn't fucking park. I would never park in a handicap spot. It's so fucked up.
That's weird. People are weird.
I know.
It's like making shit up. Yeah.
I don't like. I don't care for that. That shit's annoying. But whatever. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Damn.
So
So your videos are pretty much like, you know, some things you have planned, some things you don't, some things just like, hey, let's go out and fuck around.
yeah, I just try to make good footage.
That's it.
Yeah.
Huh.
I like when we have like bits together. A lot of times we don't. I like traveling a lot. Like
You seem to have recently have people on like coming in and doing stuff with them.
yeah, it's fun to do that. The only problem is like I can't do it too much, or it's like repetitive, because it's like we do the
Right.
same shit. But it is cool to like if you guys came to Florida. But the thing, it's like you guys come to Florida. It's fun as fuck, but I can't keep posting the same shit.
Yes.
But it is cool
Sure.
to experience, you know? Like us blowing up cars is so fun. I can do it every day.
I'm sure.
Like-
What do your neighbors think about what you do?
We don't have what's neighbors. Nah, I'm kidding. Nah,
You got 100 acres. I don't think you got neighbors, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Jake Paul and a couple other people.
Yeah, Jake's-
you're coming down. You got
Jake's
some
cool.
guest appearances.
So I've been talking to him. He has like a kind of a bad, not a bad image, but a lot of people just hate him to hate him. Like they don't really know. Like people don't know people and they just hate
Sure.
people. Which I mean, everyone does that. Even I do that. But
Based on the image he's created, though.
yeah,
too.
but I've been talking to him since 2020. He's actually pretty chill. I like him.
So this is your area.
This
and you
is
just
my
film.
this is the first house. I bought my mom's house right here, but it kind of was too much for her to take care of. So I had bought a smaller house, and she lives in that now.
Oh, okay.
So I'd been like cleaning it up and shit. And then my 100 acres is like a mile down the road.
Damn.
But yeah, it's fun. I love Florida. You know, you can do anything there.
And I feel like here's the difference. 'Cause, like Bam, when he moved into his house, like people loved him at first, but then I think they started to not like the stuff that he was doing there. Right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he would get.
They hated me right away.
They hated you, but
Yeah.
but also doesn't the community get behind you? Like
The community,
you do good stuff.
The
for
community
the community
definitely is supportive for sure. But well, when we moved there, those are 5-acre lots, so everyone has 5 acres. The reason I moved there is so I could shoot guns and do crazy shit because that's the only spot in Inglewood.
Okay.
And then they're mad at me. It's like, why the fuck you think I moved here? I want to do this stuff. Like, but I do feel bad because like, dude, who wants to deal with that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine being. That's a wealthier area. Imagine making money and then you go there and then this asshole's
yeah.
blowing shit up. Like, but it's like I gotta do my job. Like I can't not do my job. But like, so I feel for them too at the same
But
time.
it's also, I mean, when like Hurricane Ian came through and like destroyed the town.
That's where, like,
you
yeah.
came
We're
in
all in
from
this
LA.
together.
Yeah.
You came in from LA, got waters. I mean, you were helping clean up everything. Like you were all in.
So we gotta love hate with some people. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like they love me, but they hate me. I don't know. It just depends who it is.
I mean, I've
even,
watched.
even after you did that, like it's. You
I mean,
can't hate
dude,
you after that.
you would think. I mean, look at John Cena, dude. He's done the most Make-A-Wishes in history,
That's
and there's
true.
people that hate him. Like, what the
Okay.
fuck you hate that
Okay.
guy for?
but I've
Okay.
watched. I've
But
watched.
it's because people are. I think it's because people are either insecure or jealous, and they just, dude, they are so fucked up with their own life that they can't fix it or whatever it is that they have to just spread hate to people.
All day.
It's like, you know what I mean? Like, why are you commenting bullshit on someone's page? Are you that
Yeah,
bored and
yeah.
that your life is that sad?
Totally.
You know
But
what I
I've
mean?
watched
It's
your-
like, what the fuck?
I've watched some of your YouTube videos, and some lady will walk by and be like, "Hey, thanks what you do for the
Yeah,
community
yeah,
and stuff like
sometimes.
that." Like they, you know,
We cut out all the bad stuff. It's only we only put good stuff. No, imagine.
What's the
Yeah.
weirdest encounter you've had that was like somewhat bad with a random fan, or what you wouldn't call him a fan or a person?
I don't know. You know any?
Like, 'cause that's why I always trip
good.
out. No, but like, I always trip out. Like, people talk all this shit on the internet.
That is annoying when people come into the house. Fans come to the house.
oh, do they?
Yeah, it's fucking so annoying every day. I hate that
Every
shit.
day? Really?
Most days. Most
Really?
days. Yeah.
Where
they-
they want some,
chilling in
they want
front.
some stickers.
I don't know what they want. I get it though. I try not to get mad, but it's annoying, dude. Because like no matter where I go, I gotta like take pictures, and I try my best to always be nice. But like at the house, I'm just trying to like chill.
In LA and in Florida,
Yeah,
both
everywhere,
places.
anywhere.
Really?
Yeah, it's annoying, dude. I'm like, fuck. But like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
comes-
That's
the
where people
territory,
will
bro.
talk shit, right? The people will be like, "Well, you're rich and you wanted that." It's like, well, yeah, but I wasn't always rich. Like, it would still be annoying,
Totally.
regardless. So I don't know. It's like, I don't know, but I get it. Like when I came to LA, when I was stretching people, I went to Fantasy Factory and was trying to get in. So it's like, but that's not his house either, though. You know what I mean? It's
that's
not his
true.
house. It's like a little different.
True.
One thing we did mention before, but you hushed me. You wanted to finish a story really quick.
Oh, my
Right,
bad
which
to
I-
hush
No,
you.
no, no,
Sorry,
no,
sorry.
no. No, I wanted to consider it hushing, but
Yeah.
when you went to the school, when
Which
the
one?
kid was wearing the
Oh, yeah,
Virginity
yeah, yeah,
Rock,
yeah.
I just think that's a fucking rad
That
thing.
was
You know,
fun,
it's
yeah.
like here's this kid who's wearing this Virginity Rock shirt, and then the kid, you know what I mean? But like the school made him take it off. You heard about it, and you went to the school and gave.
Hundreds of those.
Hundreds
yeah.
of
That was-
shirts
shit was
out.
funny. Yeah,
that's-
What,
I
as
was
a- when the school's getting out, you're
no,
handing them out?
before school, and then they all went to school wearing it, and they were like making people take it off.
But
yeah.
you went there and you were on the radio show.
Yeah,
you were
that,
like,
that town was super supportive though.
Right.
They were like cool. Yeah, there's some towns that aren't like.
but
that,
the
yeah.
school was like still,
The school did not. They did not like. It was called Roseburg, Oregon.
but they didn't like it.
So we made shirts like in their school's colorway too, with the Virginia Rocks logo. Yeah,
There
that's,
you are
so
showing
tight.
up, showing
Yeah.
up at their school. At
yeah.
the news. That
Yeah,
local
good
news.
vibrations. They put me up on their billboard too. That's so long ago.
That's
That was
so
like
good.
2018. That's the kid in the Donde Está la Leche shirt. He's the kid who got sent home. So we were like hanging out with him.
Oh,
Actually,
he got
just-
sent home.
Or yeah, he got in trouble for wearing the shirt.
Right.
They were super nice, man. I mean, look how many kids showed up too. That's
How do you
sick.
hear about something like that?
I seen it on
how do you-
Instagram. People
Really?
people kept tagging me and sending me it. It was funny.
and you're just like, we need to go there.
yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's funny. I get to travel. You know, it's cool. Good experience. Hit my head right here, and then I obviously make more money. So it's like it's a win-win for everybody. They're stoked. You know.
Is all this based around money now? What's going on?
Well, everything in life is, dude. Why do you think people work shitty jobs every
But I feel
day,
like
9
you're
to
still
5?
having fun doing what you're doing.
So yeah, like I said, like I would never sell it. I would just try to have fun making money.
Right, and the byproduct of having fun is the money, or
What do you mean?
is the other way around. Well, I'm just saying, like, you're having fun, you're doing all your shit, and money is a byproduct of that. It is coming in because of all the shit.
Yeah,
you're
like,
doing.
dude,
That's the
if you
compensation.
if
Yeah.
you make nice tables, man, and you do the best tables, you're gonna make money.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just do good shit and you know, make the best merch, and you'll make a bunch of money.
for sure, for
have
sure.
the best podcast in the skate community, and you'll have, you know.
We have and they have no money.
And you'll
No money.
It's because you're in the skate industry. That's what sucks, man.
That's what you said
sucks.
earlier. You're like, hey, when I make a lot of money, I want to start a skate company and make no money.
Yeah.
That's what you said when you got here.
I would love to have I would love to sponsor, because like, dude, I've sponsored skaters, you know, like Felipe Moda.
Yeah,
Like, he didn't have money to go to Street League. He was the youngest kid in Street League history, and he didn't have money to get there. So I gave him enough money to go. I sponsored. He came up with the idea. He's like, hey, give me this much money. I'll wear your hat. I'll put the logo on it. I'll wear your shirt. And he did. And
How'd you get in contact with Felipe Moda?
I was helping him. I was sponsoring him a
Really?
bit. Yeah, him, because he was friends with Roman Hager, and I sponsored Roman Hager. You know both of them?
Yeah.
Roman kills it too. Like, so I mean, dude, I wish I had more money. I would fucking help all of them. Like,
What do you mean? You got a lot of money.
I love
but
that, bro.
like, dude, you can't just blow it all. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be smart with it, or it's
I
gonna.
noticed that,
Or else,
man.
okay, this is what it goes down to. Back in the day, I had a track club, and I would help, and I spent all my time on this track club. I did it for free. I would raise money, you know, do car wash, whatever, to help these kids, you know, run track and whatever, to pay for the track meets and stuff. And then I realized I had to stop doing it because I just didn't have time and money to do it.
Okay.
And then I realized the moment I stopped trying to help people and just focus on myself and what I was doing, that was when I finally made real money. And then I was able to help more people. You gotta have fucking money to help people, dude. It sucks.
True.
Unless you got, like, I'm not a genius, like, you know, like MLK, you know, like spreading words. Like, I'm not, like, I don't have that intelligence, so I can't do that. I kind of just need some money. And then I can, like, help people, you know what I mean? Like, I just try to make people's day a little bit more positive on the internet. Like, I try to make happy, you know, good vibes, you know, spread no negativity. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't know.
Tell, bro.
So you're still skating though?
I barely skate, maybe
Really?
a couple times a year.
A couple times a year?
I
just
don't-
thought
I don't wanna get
recently you
hurt.
skated out.
Where?
Why do you mean? I thought
Dude,
you
I
were
suck at skating. It's hard. As I get older too, it's getting
it's
harder.
hard.
You know
It's
how
hard,
I mean, you don't know how it is. You're good. You guys all know how to skate.
I feel like it'd be cool for you to like, if you had a little skate. I mean, it's
Dude,
cool that you did
I mean,
do
I
that
try to
already.
help the most I can, but like,
Here we
I
go.
can't.
Let's look at some footage of Dan.
This is so old, dude. This is like
Here we
2014.
go.
I was still
Uh-oh.
stretching people then. That's a stereo board, dude. I got that for fucking free, I think. I might have bought that actually. Dude, this is so
we
long.
got some skills though.
Dude, this is so old. This is 9 years ago.
Damn, everybody's
Dude, they all loved me, man. I was killing shit back then.
looks like it. Looks like it.
What would you give any advice to skaters? How
you sent me those shoes, I think. Those are S shoes right there.
I
Someone sent me an S box.
it was probably me, but to be honest, when I was going through my struggle, when I was going through my
Oh,
struggles,
that's not good. Tray flip, though. That was kind of clean
Hey,
for me.
it's a courthouse.
Look at that. Skating.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I remember going through my struggles, like trying to get it back into skating again, like whatever. This is when you were kind of just doing your thing.
Yeah, the stretching.
Yeah,
This
and-
was on purpose. I fell on purpose.
Oh yeah, this was.
People
this
thought it
one-
was real though, but I did it to make it seem like it was real, but it was fake. Like I was trying to.
It's not that,
It
it's not
looks
that
pretty
deep either.
I was trying to trick everyone.
It's pretty shallow.
It's like 4
Yeah,
feet
that
deep,
is shallow,
3 feet
dude.
deep.
Dude, I would do anything back then, man. Anything.
That went viral for sure. I
That
remember
was
that.
really viral. And then they did the RKO. Remember the RKO? They had that. I actually hurt my ankle a little bit.
Oh damn.
Those were the best shoes. Nike Lunar One Shots, man. I always look on eBay and buy those anytime I see them in my
Oh
size.
wow.
Yeah.
Holding the manual. Yeah, man, you're killing
I
it.
suck,
bro.
dude.
Doing-
But yeah, I
but
like
you're doing
skating.
your thing, man.
But yeah, I mean, I wish I could help. You know, even Roman, like Roman's really talented. There's a lot of kids out there that actually do have, like, I think Roman Hager has the ability to make it. You know what I mean? He's really legit. But you got to like play this little fucking game in skateboarding, dude. It's weird. Like, I mean, I guess the music industry too, but like,
I think any industry.
I guess any industry, yeah. But it's kind of skateboarding is a weird one though.
It's weird.
It's really interesting.
weird.
Wait,
Yeah.
is there a YouTube way of that at all? Like,
What do you
is there
mean?
like the same thing you're talking about? Skating has that little weird. It's weird to make it in skating. You have to do your thing. Like,
Oh yeah.
like is it? Did you have to do that in any way in YouTube world?
I mean, I didn't really do whatever. I mean, maybe they
Like political wise and all that stuff. You know, like
I mean, well, yeah, you got to like play this game, kind of.
Yeah.
There's there's definitely a game to be played.
I think your content too. Speaking of the game of YouTube, because their terms of service.
Like
is
what?
all-
Sorry to
always-
interrupt, but what I was saying
No,
earlier,
please.
it's like you like I can't go too crazy. I have to like tone it down for YouTube because
Right.
they're gonna like
Yeah.
fucking. I mean, look at like Steve will do it. He gets like kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah.
He can piss someone off, dude. Like
Right.
Yeah.
he said something that someone didn't like, and like I mean that's what happens, dude. That's why I keep my mouth shut.
But I feel like there is like a threshold. You're like you're you're somewhere around that threshold where you're like, okay, maybe that's a little too much. Let me tone that down a little bit. Let's get rid of that.
Yeah, I mean, we
edit.
do. There's so much unusable footage that we
Right.
film. Like, it's just like just too.
But
crazy.
you got to play the game.
Yeah, like I mean, I know like it's a platform. You know, they don't want it too crazy. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There has to be another platform where you can do these.
One
things.
day, I think it will happen. It's
So
not
what's up
here
with like
yet.
Rumble?
I don't know anything about it. Write the check, boy. I don't even know what it is, dude. Until they write the check, I don't know they exist.
But that's where Steve Will Do It
Okay.
went, right?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this: he definitely wants to be on YouTube,
Yeah.
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
You know what I mean?
everybody's on YouTube.
Everybody.
I mean, dude, yeah, no, who's at Rumble, dude? What is like? I've never even been on the site.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a good or bad site. I just know nothing about it.
Yeah, I think it's still it's like beginning.
It could
of
be
its-
big
of
one
its
day for
thing.
sure. Yeah, it
for
could
sure.
be. Yeah.
Google owns YouTube.
Yeah,
That's how big
yeah.
it is.
I would just like I probably would never like I don't want to say never because you don't know like TikTok. I thought I probably wouldn't have to get on it, but you had to make an account at some point.
Right.
And I'm not here doing TikTok dances, but like I'm just posting my stuff on it, you know. But there was a time when I didn't think I would even have to make a TikTok account, but I did, you know, because you have to fucking adapt and you know
diversify.
Yeah,
make sure
and now I
you're
get paid
doing-
on TikTok, which is kind of sick. So it's like
Right.
I don't want to say I'd never be on Rumble, but like I know they're paying people, so until they pay me, I'm probably not getting on it. I'm like,
So Russell Brand just got kicked off YouTube, and now he's on Rumble. So like
this is
that's-
where you get political, man.
I know
I
that.
just stay out of all that.
I
you know?
understand that, but that was his alternative. You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
exactly.
So that's what.
I mean, I think it is. I think
Still on
I,
YouTube.
I do think people
He
should
is still
have.
on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't want to like tell you what you can and can't do, but I do think people should have a voice to be heard.
Sure,
you know, I don't
sure,
think,
all
but
day, sure. All day.
politics I definitely just stay out of
Yeah.
because like I feel like my channel is like a good spot for like. You hear that shit all day. It's like, dude, it just ruins friendships and relationships. So it's like I don't want to either left or right, whatever you are, right? I just kind of want my channel to be like you're like it's like a.
It's a good time.
It's just like you're just here
It's
for
a safe haven.
In a way, yeah.
It's a good time.
I'm just here for, dude. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't even want to think about it or hear about it. I just want to have fun, make you laugh, make whatever, think I'm stupid, whatever you want to do. Like, but we're not trying to drill you with no shit. You know,
Understand.
I don't even
Yeah.
want to ever get into it, to be honest. Like,
For a good time called Danny Duncan.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Heading on the bathroom.
we
wall.
talked about it too in another podcast too. They say like Michael Jordan. I think he got heat for it, but he said like Republicans and Democrats both buy sneakers. That was like his quote, and then I think he had to like donate a bunch of money to like somebody, like
Yeah,
a
I do
politician.
remember him. I do remember him saying something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember the actual quote.
Why?
That's the quote. That's the quote. I think
Why would he have to
I
do
think
that?
he was on
they were
either,
they were drunk. I think
he was either on one of the sides, and they're like, "Oh,
No,
why
I-
don't you rep?"
No, he said that,
They
and
both
they're like,
buy shoes.
"No, this is what happened." I'm pretty sure. I think I saw it in the Last Dance. So I'm just quoting this. Don't
Yeah.
don't kill me. He said, I think he said Republicans and Democrats both buy sneakers. He said that, and then I think he had to donate money to, I don't even know like what side it was. I would assume Democrat. It was like a African American, like I think a Democratic person running, and I think he had to donate to that or something like that.
Right.
He said Republicans buy sneakers too. So it was something
Oh,
about
yeah,
a
yeah.
Democrat,
Yeah.
but then it was something about like
They both buy sneakers, yeah.
Yeah, he's-
Meaning like he doesn't want to piss off one side. He wants everyone to buy his shit.
Right.
That's a good model though. I'd rather have everyone buy it than one side.
All day.
Yeah.
Do you ever worry about that type of stuff? Because
What
you
type of
are
stuff?
very. I mean, like, look at Jordan. I mean, the littlest thing that you can say could stir up a lot of negativity.
I mean, I don't think anyone cares what I say.
Yeah, you just think,
Like, dude, they're just like, what the fuck? Like, this, like,
Where you're trying to say like
Well, they're
Danny
used to you
Duncan,
saying-
Michael Jordan.
yeah, it's like, dude, Michael Jordan, I get it. Tiger
No,
Woods.
but you know what I mean.
Like, what the fuck?
But I mean, your videos too. It's like you try to stay below that threshold, right?
I only stay below the threshold though because if
You
you
have
get age
to.
restricted, you lose I lose 1 million views every time we're age restricted.
Oh, and that happens.
Yeah, every time we get age restricted, it's like 1 million views.
What would cause it age restriction?
Whatever they want, dude.
Really?
YouTube just
Something
they just
pops
be like
up.
they would whatever. Yeah,
What-
they
Yeah.
make their own rules.
What's your relationship with YouTube? Do you talk to people there a bunch?
Oh,
or
I
is it-
have like a rep, yeah, a little bit, but they just do the best they can. You know, they don't own YouTube.
Yeah. Who's it's like
I need
Danny.
whoever kicked Steve off YouTube. I need that person on my side. That's who I need.
Right,
We
right.
need to hit them up. They got power, man. We need them. They be making sure I'm good. They bump my views up too. I bet Mr. Beast be calling like, "Hey, my views are low. Can you fix this?"
do you know all the other
True.
YouTubers like that? Like, do you
Like
know
who?
Steve?
I know Steve. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah. But what do you?
Wait, take that out, man, in case that person sees it. Nah,
But do you converse with a lot of YouTubers, like Mr.
some.
Beast or anybody?
I haven't really. I know Mr. Beast, but I haven't really seen him in a while.
Yeah.
Steve, I just saw the other night at Nitro Circus. He's
Oh, yeah,
cool.
okay.
I seen him at the Bucks game too. I don't really go to much stuff so I don't really see a lot of them. But I'm trying to get on my shell a little bit.
But do people like reach out to you because you're
Yeah,
you
sometimes.
have the they're trying to get on your YouTube channel too, or do you a collab?
Yeah, like
or?
Jake and them hit me up to
Oh,
come.
they did?
To come film in Florida. So
sick.
I was
Okay.
like, I mean, if you want to come to me, sure.
Right.
I'm not going out to fucking Miami, dude. Fuck that. Like, what the fuck? But like, if they want to come to me, like, it's a lot easier, you know. 'Cause
How far is Miami from your place?
Like 3 hours. I
okay.
never even been to Miami. Or well, we went for a meeting one time, and then we got to fly back with the guy on his jet, so that was easy. But like, we didn't do anything. Like,
It's just so off your radar like that.
Miami seems so lame to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would go for like business meetings, but like, I don't really care to sit in the club with like some stupid sign and some bottles on fire. Like, what the fuck? Like a fucking Applebee's birthday cookie cake thing, you know?
love it, bro.
Like, what the hell, dude?
I love it,
Like,
bro.
they're just so bored, you know?
That's what they
so
do.
fucking bored. I don't know. I'd rather go skate, you know, at Paul's Park, land a
there you
kickflip.
go.
There you go.
There you go.
You were there
Land
recently,
one
right?
kickflip?
Once
I
a
went
year.
there, yeah, it was sick.
That's tight.
Yeah, so I went there and it was hard, man. I was sucking dick. But they have, you know, he has that thing that slides in and out.
Yep.
I had that bitch slid all the way, like a little, like
The
this,
gap.
like this big a
Yeah,
gap,
little
like
gap.
this
Yeah.
big.
You had a
And then-
4-inch gap.
Yeah. For
What
that
did you do?
magnet.
You kickflipped it?
Tray flip.
You trade?
Yeah. We were about to
Hey.
leave too.
There you
Paul
go.
went to grab his shit and I was like, fuck, I got 2 tries. Let's go. I landed it.
Oh shit!
I think it's on YouTube. It was a bad tray flip though.
It
But
was bad.
I need
Oh,
to
here you go.
we'll take-
Oh yeah, you were.
Dude, COVID, I was skating a lot more, and I landed the, you know, at Stoner, that big gap they have,
Yeah.
it's big for me. Dude, I did tray flip on that first try. I was skating a lot,
Get 'em.
and I was like, how the hell did I do that? I want to drop a street part one day,
You should.
because like as I get older, you know, it's like it's like one of those bucket list things I have. I want like a little 2 to 3 minute part where you watch and you're like, oh shit, that's not bad.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to put a little bit of time in.
I know,
though.
I do. And
Yeah.
I need to do it soon because you know my ankles are gonna start hurting here in a few years.
But do you not skate because of just the time? Like you don't have enough time? Are you just too busy?
Yeah, that's what sucks about life, dude. There's not enough time. You only have X amount of hours. You got to sleep 8 hours, so you get like
True.
16, and then it's like, I like jujitsu. I like boxing. I want to gain weight and work out. I want to skate. I want to ride a dirt bike. Dude. There's so
There's
many
a lot.
fucking things I want to do. You know what I mean? So it's like
No
hang
doubt.
out with girls, like you hang out with my family, hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
no
You
doubt.
know what I mean? So it's like, fuck, dude. I wish. Why couldn't it have been like 48 hours a day? You know? Then we could all do what we want every
Do
day.
a lot of cool
And you gotta
stuff.
work. You gotta work and shit. You gotta do. I'm trying to do my own podcast too. You know, it's like you
Damn.
gotta design shirts. So it sucks. There's not more time in the day, but
Do you I'm trying to find where's the
which that cuts into you only have so much time in life. You know, and that's
Damn
why
true.
these kids out here should do what they want to do and not what people tell them to do. Because you live and then
true.
you die. And
Are you
like,
trying to start a family?
I mean, fuck. I want kids one day, but I'm not trying to like do it. Oh, there it is, man.
There it
What a
is, tray
shitty kickflip or tray flip.
Oh, you
man.
did a tray flip up it. What
What do
happened
you-
to your doors on your car?
Took 'em
Jesus
off,
Christ.
man.
Took 'em off.
Is that legal?
I don't know. Yeah, it's missing the mirrors. The mirror and not having
So
mirrors is
good.
illegal, but I don't think you need doors. I think you need mirrors though. Maya's,
So good. You
Maya's.
definitely need the mirrors.
I think
Yeah.
you need mirrors, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, maybe one day. Whenever I go to my sister's, you know, she's got 3 kids, so I
Okay.
mean, that makes me kind of want some kids someday.
Right.
But
Right.
You got time, bro.
like a twin boys would be lit.
Twins.
Oh,
Twins
Hey.
would be sick. Yeah, twin boys. Yeah, that's
Wow.
that's ideal.
Does your family have twins?
I don't think so,
No?
but that'd be cool if we
You
did.
can still make it happen.
Never know.
Yeah.
In vitro. Nah,
All day.
I
Yeah,
can't do that.
that's a way to do it.
I can't do that. But that would be cool.
If you needed to,
Shout out! This video is sponsored by In Vitro. I have like a reveal my twin boys. Could you imagine? So fucked up. Oh fuck!
I love it.
Dude, I mean, I love it. I love the trajectory of just like, you know, skate, then going through all the motions, the Chris Channs. I mean, it's quite the story. I mean,
Yeah, bro.
who gets to like, you know, personally train Jason Lee, you know what I mean? And then keep it going, then get into this YouTube thing. Like it's a good, it's cool, man. Like
Yeah.
you're
It's
doing
been-
Uh,
your thing, bro. I love it.
We're trying to do it.
I remember when you
You
first
are.
started doing the YouTube thing, like you were trying to do the skate thing,
Dude, I
and,
know,
And then
crazy.
like, I just like for skateboarders, like we don't really look at YouTube like back then, especially.
yeah.
So I remember seeing you at the Venice Park maybe a year or two later. And I was like, hey, what's up? I haven't seen you for a while. But I was like, he's like, dude, yeah, I'm killing it right now. Like, I was like, wait, what? Because I wasn't paying attention to YouTube
Yeah,
stuff
of
at
course.
all.
Yeah.
It was impressive. I was like, oh my God, this guy was home. He was like the homie just here stretching.
Touching
doing-
feet. I was stretching feet and shit, stretching ankles, and then
And
dude,
now
they
you're-
had to have been like, "What the fuck is going on, dude?" It's so funny.
It was
Who
so
is this
sick,
dude?
dude.
I know it's such a weird like transition to go from like stretching people to then And then that rapper BLP Kosher, have you heard
Yeah,
him?
yeah,
He just put me in a
100%.
song, and he said the line is like, I was stretching shit before the fame like I'm Danny Duncan. It's pretty funny.
No way.
Yeah.
He skates too.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how he
the
knew
guy.
that. But he's in that. He has this new album that dropped, and he put me in a song. I was like, oh, I was stoked because we had been using his music prior to that, and then it randomly. I was like, no way, it's crazy.
How did
He's a full blown skate. Like that dude's a
He's from
skateboarder.
Florida. Yeah, he's like
from
so.
Florida.
He grew up with Roman Hager, and Roman said he was like really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Roman said he was like one of the best in their area.
Yeah, I
like,
heard he's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish
he
I was
reps,
that
he
good.
reps skateboarding. That's what's like
Dude,
kind of cool.
he puts everyone in. I listen to a lot of his music, and he name drops everybody,
Yeah.
dude. Like P-Rod, I mean everybody.
Yeah.
I
We
talk-
get a lot of comments like, get BLP Kosher
You should.
on the
You should.
show.
That would
It would
kill
be
it.
dope.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that would be cool.
Yeah, but it's rad though. Oh, here's a couple skate clips of him real quick.
Yeah, he's good. He be hard flipping shit. I'm like, what the
That was
hell?
good.
Oh.
Good little, did that rap? Did it rap? Yeah.
Does that count? Look at that, dude.
That brother's got style, bro. He's actually
Ooh,
really
no,
good, bro.
no,
I was
he's
tripping on
beast,
it.
dude.
Damn, no one.
See, I wish I could do that. You know, I can't do nothing, dude.
There's some ducks,
Look at those
Dubs.
ducks.
Hey,
He's got ducks in his part.
I love that.
Wait,
He's
where is he
skating-
from
Dude,
again?
that's sick.
Skating rocks.
That was crazy, dude.
Where is he from?
He's from Florida, I think on the other coast.
Oh, okay.
I forget what, like not Miami, but over there, you know?
He reps hockey pretty hard.
Yeah, he does. He's always wearing that shit.
Okay.
Who owns that brand?
Jason
Jason
Dill.
Dill.
Oh, really?
In Van England.
In Van England.
That's sick.
Did you have favorite companies growing up, like that you?
so sick.
I mean, fuck, dude. I was growing up on Robbin' Big, so I was like wanting those
okay.
Alien Workshop
Alien
decks,
Workshop.
low key, with like the mini horse.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like, it's funny how much that the things you watch as a kid like transcend in your real life. Like I have mini horses now, like you know what I mean. But it's definitely because of Robbin' Big, you know.
You have mini horses.
Yeah, like it's just like everything as a kid, like subconsciously, like they just like you copy it. You know what I mean?
Are you friends with Rob now?
I just met him at Nitro. I mean, I wouldn't say we're friends, but I wish. Maybe.
Oh,
one
he
day.
was there.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see him.
I got to talk to him for a bit. I was
Oh,
tripping
sick.
out. It was like weird. I was like, "What the fuck is going?" I was like, "Man,"
That's so
I told him
dope.
thanks because like he's definitely a part of my financial like, you know what I mean. I mimicked what he did. Like I saw him like putting his brands like his brands like his shirt. Remember like Rogue Status and like his own
yeah.
skate shit, all of that on his own show. You know what I mean? Using that show as a platform to push his own product. So it's like that's definitely where I subconsciously got all that information. You know, was
Yeah.
through him for sure. So I mean, and a lot of the content. I mean, dude, I'll watch Robbin' Big and get ideas, you know, to go film. Like, I seen they did. I think it's Fantasy Factor. They did like ostrich racing. I have that on my list. You know,
Ostrich racing.
yeah, I want to do that, and I like ride the ostrich. Looks funny.
Can you get on the back? You can get on the back of ostrich.
He did it. Yeah, he did it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks fun. I mean, he's done a lot of. I think he's honestly like an underrated. I mean, he's not underrated, but like. As far as stunts goes, he's kind of underrated. He's done a lot of like he did that flip on the car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's
He's done some stuff.
He's done a lot of like
For sure.
that people don't really like. Even he rode the bull. Like he's done a lot of things that like I mean even me like I want to ride a bull. That's on my bucket list. I have a lot of things that I haven't done yet that I want to do. But I feel like I've done a lot of stuff like not Knoxville level, but
Right.
But I went to Spain and did running of the bulls. You know that was on my
That's
bucket
amazing.
list. You know
Oh,
that
you
was,
did that?
Yeah, that was one of the things that I wanted to do. Like
Was it scary?
it was just, dude, it wasn't scary, but it was like weird. It felt like it was like a video game that you could actually die in. like you know what I mean?
Bulls right behind
Yeah, and you like see them and you're like, I touched one. I have it on my Instagram. I'll show you it later. But like I was running and I finally got and touched one. But I was so like excited for it that I couldn't sleep. So I pulled an all-nighter and then went and did it and then slept after it. But I was like, I don't really like flying because it just takes so much time. So, but we traveled there, we did it. I was like, dude, I was so.
How many
stoked.
people are running with you? when
I
you
don't
do
know.
that?
There's a lot of. That's actually probably more dangerous than the bulls. Is the people.
Okay.
Because they like.
You trip over each other.
Yeah, they
and
like
shit.
trip. Yeah, and you gotta watch. Like they'll push you. They don't give a fuck. They're worried about themselves. Like not
Sure.
getting. But
As
like
they should.
so like I did 2 days of it. Like we did it. I did back to back. Just the first day kind of tested it out. The next day I went. I wanted to like get next.
What do you mean
to
tested it out? How do you
Just I
test
just
out
want to
running
see.
with the bulls?
I just want to see what it was about. You know, I was like I was cautious. You know,
It's a 2-day event.
it's like a week long.
Oh,
I think.
shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Where they just keep cycling, just going around the
Yeah,
block.
I think I had a few people comment about it because it's like I think they like I didn't watch it. I can't, dude. I'm a pussy. Like my whole family is like I don't want to call them white trash, but rednecks, little white trash. You know, they go hunting and shit my whole life. Like I don't care if they hunt. It doesn't bother me. I'm just a pussy. And like as a kid, they try to get me to do it. I didn't really want to do it. I love animals. Like I want my own farm. I want to. You know, if alligators are over 5 feet in Florida and they catch them, they'll kill them. Like they'll just kill them like
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah. So I would like
didn't
to
know that.
one day have like a big thing in my. I have
You want a
100
sanctuary. You want a
yeah.
sanctuary, bro.
Like I love animals, dude. Like looking at a fucking alligator is so sick. It's like a dinosaur.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I'd rather save them than kill them. That's just me. But I know like there's a lot of animals that are like invasive, so you have to. It's good to hunt. So like I'm not like that, like against it, but like the Spain thing, the running of the bulls, they like kind of torture. I think
they
do. I don't know like the whole thing, but that's actually what a matador is. The name is like they kill the bull.
Yeah, they kill it.
It's kind of the joke of the name.
But,
Yeah. So they do that and like stabs. Like I couldn't watch that because I'm a pussy.
And they keep doing it.
Yeah, I don't like that shit, dude. It's not for me. So I get a little hate for going to this.
Oh, you do.
But I mean, I just wanted to do that part, you know,
and me not experience, bro.
And me not going is not gonna fix this situation, or maybe it would. I don't know. It didn't seem like it would fix it if I didn't go. So I was like, fuck it. Let's
Well,
go.
this is like hundreds of years
There's
old.
me. I got the Hawaiian shirt on right there.
You got a horny
Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, Hawaiian.
It looks like I do trip a little bit. See, I'm on the far right there. I touch one of them though. Right here.
Yeah,
See, I thought that bitch was hitting me low key right there. Ooh.
You're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
He didn't.
There, I'm right there again, and then I cut over to the middle at some point. I think right here. Maybe I think I cut over here. Bro, they're
That
fun.
is so crazy.
It's faster than it looks. Dude, I'm kind of quick. Right there, I touched it though. Right there. See, I touched it and then I trip.
You trip.
But I stay up. I stay up though.
Okay.
Yeah, but there, it's definitely moving a lot. So when you fall though, they say stay down because the bull will go right over you. But if you lift up, it might get yeah.
Oh.
But that
Okay.
I would like to do more experiences like that, you know. And I think the people like Bam Margera and Rob Dyrdek and those guys like definitely like
Paved the
elevated
way.
everything. Yeah, they definitely paved the way for everybody, you know.
Right.
But they like kind of elevate you like as a person to want to do more because like they did so many things too. Like so even Bam, like dude, when I started watching Bam, I'm like, damn, I need to go skateboard again because it's like so, dude, skateboarding is like the cool. That's why Supreme got so big is because skateboarding made it so cool. Skateboarding makes everything cool. It might not be the industry where everyone gets paid the most, but it is the thing that makes things like does bring money in because it makes things like actually cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Running of the bulls, but here's the thing though: is you want to do more stuff because you've already done a lot of stuff. That's the thing.
Well,
too.
and like I was saying, like we're fucking gonna die one day. I know it sounds weird, like I'm high or something, but like when you start thinking about it, it's like crazy. Like you kind of get tripped out, but like we like you know as you get older, you know all of us like we get older, and then we fucking dude, you're just gonna die. So it's like I'm like fuck, dude. This it's
You wanna live it up.
Kind of feels like you got like what's that called? The little sand
hourglass?
thing. Yeah, and it's like fuck, dude. This shit's actually like.
It's going.
It's going.
Yeah.
And,
It's going.
and you don't know. You could die on the way home right now.
Right,
You don't
right,
know.
right.
So I'm trying to really like definitely do the most I can, like push myself and like spread the most positivity I can and like I don't know. I just want to live. I want to. If I do end up being old, I don't ever want to look back with like regret. Like damn, I wish I did more. I want to.
Danny
be, like,
wants to live his best life.
Yeah, I'm trying to be like satisfied
Straight
with
up.
my life for sure. And like
Is there anything you haven't like that you were too? You're like, dude, I can't do this. This is too nuts.
I mean, shit, a bunch of things. I don't know though. I mean, I'm not invincible. I know I'm not invincible.
But has there been like one thing where you're like, I can't get myself to do this?
I don't even know.
Have you jumped out of a plane yet?
No, I need to do that too. Yeah, I need to do that. Yeah,
I'm scared.
Bungee jump?
I'm a little scared of that. Yeah.
Bungee jump?
No, I would do that though. Bungee jumps, that doesn't seem that scary. The plane thing, this is a problem though. Once you get rich though, shit's like a little, you're like, fuck man. I already made it. I'm like, I don't want to die. On
You gotta go with the best of the best.
I know, but they say the best of the best sometimes are the ones that fuck up because they're so comfortable.
Oh,
Yeah, it's crazy. Like they said one guy just
Overthink certain
they said
things
one
here.
guy just did that because he was just chilling because he's so comfortable, done it so many times he never pulled his shit.
He just thought,
Dude.
no way.
Nah, I don't know if it's like that, but yeah, that did happen.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There's a lot though. There's a lot I need to do. I mean, I need to travel more. That's why I want a jet too. To be honest, I fucking hate airports and it sounds like I'm a
Yeah,
pussy.
but you could go first class now. You got
That shit's
good.
first class sucks, dude.
What are you talking about?
Dude, it's like the same thing.
No, it's not.
Definitely
It is not the same thing.
Dude, I fly
Well, international.
Internationally.
Oh, the
yes.
bed is not as bad. Yeah, the bed seat's
Yeah,
nice.
but you,
Yeah.
yeah.
Honestly, I fly exit row a lot.
Extra rows.
That's
good,
a tip
but
for you guys too. If you look on the plane on the little map, if you see one of those exit rows with no seat in front of you, get that window because you get more legroom
Yeah, that's what
than first class.
Totally.
Yeah.
But the first class
and it's way
international,
cheaper.
they got the bed, they got the thing.
Yes.
You arrive fresh.
Yeah, and it's fucking $800,000.
It's kind of reasonable. You
Yeah.
got the money. You got the money.
I think I flew first. I didn't even fly first class, but I flew like business where you had a bed seat. As long as you have a bed seat, you're good.
Are you? Do you spend a lot of money? Are you frugal or do you?
I was spending so much money on. I bought so much real estate, and I would put so
But
much
that's an
money into
investment.
stock.
That's smart.
That's an
Some would
investment,
say. Some would say.
Well, it
Okay.
depends.
I think an
guess.
investment is when you're not paying the debt. When you're paying the debt, it's not as much as an investment. It is, but it isn't. There's better investments.
Understandable.
Yeah, like I kind of
Like
bought.
no one was renting your houses.
Yeah, I was buying a little. I fixed it all, but I was buying a little too much shit. If I had advice, not that you're asking for it, but I would just make sure you don't buy too much shit that you have to pay for everything every month. Make sure you buy shit that someone else is covering the debt. Then it's good debt, like a duplex, that other people are living in. Then you just rent it out, like. But when you're buying a house in Florida, your mama house. this house, a house in LA,
And you're
100
paying for
acres of
everything.
land. Luckily, I bought my 100 acres, and they were like, I don't know, man. It's kind of rip. I paid 3.7 for it, but now it's worth. I got lucky, and now it's worth 9 or 10 million.
Damn.
But we didn't know COVID and all that was going to happen, and everything would be overdeveloped. And now I have this nice piece of 100 acres that can be
nice
developed
land,
into
for
320 homes. So I didn't. I fortunately got lucky with a lot of my stuff like
Okay.
that. That wasn't. But again, I was like, they're not definitely not building more land. So I like knew.
Right.
I was like, if I hold on to it long enough, it's going to be worth more.
Oh, damn.
But I mean, that shouldn't have like done that quickly. So that helped, and that's paid off. So I at least have like a chunk there, that can.
That's awesome.
But you save a lot of money though.
I mean, I just not really. I put everything kind of into real estate and shit.
Okay.
Like, but I have a lot of paid off real estate that I can pull cash from. So, but I was spending too much. I used to not really look at it. I was just like, fucking make more money.
Really?
But I
Okay.
wouldn't suggest that.
Do you spend a lot of money
not
on
a good thing.
Do you spend a lot of money on YouTube videos?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I pay for everything. I pay for everyone's food, travel, fucking videos. There's definitely a lot of overhead. You got salary. I mean, we got like, how many 8, 9 employees. So
Oh,
you
you
gotta
do?
pay them salaries. You gotta. We give shit away sometimes, but I don't know. I just try my best to not like blow it on stupid shit.
Didn't you give Chris Chann a car? You gave him a Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla. Yeah.
Was that just
pretty
like a thank you for the shit? Let him stay at your house and all that stuff, or?
Yeah, no, it's because he had bought me a car, when I needed,
Right.
like when I really needed. He surprised me on my birthday with like a $3,000 budget for a Honda Civic. I got that. I mean, that helped me a lot, man.
Yeah.
Sick, man.
Yeah, it really did. So I was like, it's cool too. Like he already had his own money. He didn't need it, but like I was really trying to get him that before he bought his own Tesla. So like I was like hustling, and back then I really didn't have that much money yet either. I was still starting to make merch money at that time.
Didn't you have pictures of it on your phone, like the house that you wanted to buy your mom?
Dude, yeah, it's crazy, man. I think it's like that law of attraction shit.
Sure.
Dude, I would obsess.
Just
I would-
manifesting, bro.
I
You
would
did it.
obsess over shit, dude. I like would dream about, like literally dream about it. Like I had it on my laptop, like the airplane kind of the drone image of like the whole property because it was 5 acres
Okay.
with the house, and like I'd have it on my laptop,
So
I'd have it
dope.
on my phone, and we weren't making that much merch money yet, And I was like, how the fuck? It was $400K. This
Okay.
was like 2018. I was like, how the fuck am I gonna get this out? I wanted to surprise my mom by Christmas, and then the merch just every month kept going up, and I had a 500 credit score, Shout out.
550 maybe by this point.
It was
Yeah.
550.
Okay.
So
Scaled up a little bit.
so I put 150 down on the house, got a private loan for 10%, and I paid 30 grand a month for 10 months and paid that bitch off.
Get 'em.
So, and that house is worth like 800K, 750 now. So it's like,
But that must have felt.
oh, dude, I
crazy,
was
bro.
because I was always
It's the best.
scared. I was always scared my mom was gonna die, and like. I think about it every day. I don't know if everyone does that. I don't know why. I can't not think about it. I think about my mom dying every day, and I'm like, fuck. So I would always like think about her dying. Like I wanted to surprise her with a house and get her house because we like lost our house, when we were younger. So my mom lost it, and I was like trying to get her house back, and I would like that was my biggest fear, was like her dying and me not being able to do that. So I was like hustling forever. Like when I was doing the stretching, like I would think about that. Like how am I gonna get rich? I wanna-
motivation.
yeah, and that's why like you got people that talk shit about me, like because they're whatever, you're insecure, upset with their own lives. It's like, how are you upset with someone that like dedicated their life to try to get their mom and family their shit back? Like what the fuck are you mad about?
Striving and thriving.
Because it's like you same people, like you have people like, let's just say when you're younger, they're like, man, go for it, man, go do it. And then you do it and they're like talking shit, like what the fuck is wrong with you? Dude? Like what the fuck?
Didn't you just tell me like?
Yeah, you were supporting me and then I do it and then you're like upset that I made it. It's like weird. But I guess that's human nature, man. I don't know.
Yeah, human nature is weird. How'd they lose a house though?
My mom, I think I was like 15. I don't really know, man. I was a kid. I didn't know much. She probably
It
didn't
wasn't
have,
like a storm or like
no,
a
she lost it.
hurricane
Like
or-
couldn't afford it and lost the house.
Oh, I see.
Like filed bankruptcy. I think she filed bankruptcy and like lost the house. Like,
okay.
and then we had to move, whatever. But
Man.
I would assume it was the same thing. Like probably like have you seen The Big Short?
Yeah,
Where they're giving out
Yep,
loans
yep,
to people who probably didn't need the loan, and then it had the fucked up thing happen. Like that's probably what happened. I would assume.
okay.
I haven't really asked her.
Right.
Like
You
I
don't
said,
need- you
I
don't
don't
need to ask
Yeah,
her
I
that.
don't need.
Yeah.
I don't try not to talk about
Yeah,
negative. I don't
yeah.
even want to bring negative shit up to her. Like
For sure.
you know what I mean? I just try like same with my dad. Same with my mom. I try my best to just like I don't know how long they have left. I try to make sure every engagement or encounter with them is like a positive
The
encounter.
best, yeah.
And I try not to bitch. Sometimes, me and my dad, I bitch at him sometimes, but like I try not to, But
I'm
he
sure
bitches, he's stubborn, he bitches at me too, but he's the best, So
I can imagine they're very proud. Of
yeah,
you. I mean,
yeah,
you-
definitely.
yeah.
So I just
Yeah.
try to always make sure it's like I don't know how much time we got. Like I just want to be like good
Yeah,
with
man.
what we got. So, But
Amazing, bro.
yeah,
Dude,
love
shout
it.
out to you working with my buddy Ratchet Man, bro.
yeah, I love him. Yeah,
He's the
he's
fucking
dope.
best dude ever, bro.
Yeah, he came on. So we've done 3 tours, and he was my DJ on all 3 tours.
How'd you meet up with this Ratchet man?
I met him when I was stretching people. So
Really?
I was with Nick
Oh, yeah.
Tucker, and I actually just randomly met him, seen him somewhere, and he was
I think
posting.
that's when he was working at Diamond.
Dude, he was working at Diamond,
Yeah.
posting videos like homeless people fucking. It was so fun. I was like, dude, these videos are hilarious on
Jesus
his Instagram.
Christ, okay.
This is before they're monitoring that shit. So I went with Nick Tucker to Diamond, and he was there, and he like gave me a box and was super nice, and he was funny, himself. And then I just always kept in touch with him, and we've been friends ever since. And
He's a DJ.
yeah. He
vibe.
he does music. He's like
Yeah.
he's actually good too. He's
It's
like,
like a reggae ratchet tone.
Ratchet tone. Yeah,
Ratchet tone.
he's like he does like what was it called, Spanish music? I don't know the right.
It's like
Okay.
reggaeton. It's like a
Yeah, but
But he has his own
yeah.
little spin.
Oh, he
Like,
does?
It's great.
Yeah, he actually made a song like for my stuff, so we're gonna do music video and shit. It's pretty funny. We were playing it yesterday
Really?
because yesterday we went to the Chargers game.
Okay.
And I do this bit where we go to Home Depot. Mexicans are like the hardest workers, in America, in the world. So we go to Home Depot and they have all of them out there trying to get work. So we'll pick them up and pay them to just do something with us fun. Like we've took them to Disneyland. We played
So
football,
dope.
soccer. So yesterday we picked them up and went to the LA Chargers game.
Wow.
And like I had them with us. We had a party bus. So Omar, his name's Omar Ratchetone.
Okay.
He helps me kind of translate, because I'm still learning Spanish.
Okay.
He's the man.
Yeah, he's dope. He's dope.
And you just made an experience for those dudes. Like,
Yeah,
they probably
yeah,
just had
exactly.
they had no idea what they were waking up to that day, and then you just took them
And
to the
you're paying them too.
50 an hour. Yeah.
That's
Wait, you paid
sick,
him what?
dude.
50 an hour.
Get him.
50
Go
bucks
to
an
a
hour.
game.
Let's go, dude.
How many was there, you think?
9 or 10 yesterday.
That's
Wow.
fucking so sick, dude.
I had to go to the bank today and get cash. Hey, they trusted me enough though, because I didn't have cash because the bank was closed. And I was like, I'll pay you tomorrow, I swear. But I've done it so many times.
But you're also taking
who
them to
is
the
this
game.
guy?
It took a little convincing, dude. They weren't about it at first. I was like, I thought they would have believed me, but they were like, then they all got on. We were good. We were chilling. But
Like,
You
no,
have
we're
to tell them
taking
some shit.
you.
Here, look, I'm a YouTube guy. I'm
no,
gonna
they
show
know
you.
me because I've done so many videos. I've already done it like 6 times. Now other
okay.
people are copying me, doing that,
Okay,
which is good
okay.
though, because it makes them, they get money.
So
like,
they didn't
Yeah.
even trust you at first.
At
They
first
were like, we
they're-
know this dude, but I don't know
like
this
four of
dude.
them, four of them trusted me, and the other ones were like, and then we got some, we convinced them. But
Damn,
I think they're probably
that's so
paying them
tight.
right now. I told them we told them at 7:23.
Oh, yeah?
We told them at 7 we'd show up.
How,
So good, dude.
who won the
I love
game?
it.
Chargers, yeah.
Chargers?
Chargers.
They
against
did a good
Berrics.
time.
They had a
It was
great
cool.
time.
Did you already have tickets bought? Like
We bought 21 tickets at
20.
the worst seats in the entire stadium, which they
You're all the way up at the top.
highest one.
Really?
Yeah, but they were actually pretty nice seats for how high up they are. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I've,
honestly,
I've never been to
the new stadium, that SoFi is pretty nice.
Yeah.
So it's like even the
It's
shittiest
super dope.
seats are fine.
Super dope.
Did you buy him food and everything too?
Dude, $250 for hot dogs.
Damn. Okay.
$250 for some fucking hot
That's
dogs.
not
Crazy.
bad. Beers and all that? Were you buying them?
I bought them
soda
beers
pop?
before the game.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, a little
Yeah.
tailgate.
Yeah, dude, I think the beers are 20 a beer in that stadium.
Yeah, dude, I love that. He's like, thinking like, hey, I ain't paying for your beers. I'm gonna get them beforehand.
Yeah. Dude, fucking
Eat
hilarious.
some hot dogs. We're not going with the
I
beer
love
wrap.
that.
Yeah, man. What else? Hey, what else we need to plug, Stefan? Come on, let's get the. This guy, he always trying to get me to plug shit now. Yeah.
We'll
We'll do that next time.
Plug it.
You're plugging. How come?
Yeah. What do you got? What do you got?
Why
to
aren't
plug,
you filming your little show here, man? We could do the 9 Club. You could plug us.
What do you need me to plug?
It's the 9 Club, man. We're
Yeah, yeah.
desperate for views. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
What's your biggest? How much money you made in a month? What's the biggest month?
I don't know. Like everything.
Yeah, man, the whole thing, the whole company.
Not
Damn,
that-
man,
not
we're
that-
on the spot now.
Not that much.
True.
Probably like 30.
Not bad.
Yeah. But that's like when YouTube.
Doesn't
YouTube is a weird place, man.
I know.
It's
Doesn't it
up
suck
and
that half
down.
the money goes to taxes?
Well, that's true.
How's
That's
that
true.
real, dude?
But
Yeah.
the thing that sucks with us is we are in a bubble. We're in a skateboarding bubble. So, it's depending on who's on the show too. Like if we have like Sheckler on and this person on and Nija, like that month is a good month.
Right.
Who's your favorite? Like a Deer Deck, Tony Hawk.
No, they're all great.
Who's your favorite though?
Anyone who's honest.
Yeah, honesty
Bro,
is
that goes
great.
a long way.
I try to
Talk.
always be honest.
Yeah.
He'd be
You've
on my
done a good
ass.
job.
I'm
You've
like
done a
too
great
honest.
job.
He's like,
He's like, you gotta
don't
chill,
say the
man.
numbers,
You gotta
man.
chill.
I always like saying the numbers because everyone lies. Like everyone lies. So I always thought it was cool when I first was getting started and actually doing it. I would like post the actual like. Shit.
Oh, you would?
Yeah, because I didn't really care because like. I didn't feel cocky or conceited because like they watched me come from nothing, so it wasn't
No,
like
that's just the
it wasn't like
reality of
fucking my dad paid my way and like you know what I
Sure,
mean. It was
sure,
like
sure.
they it felt like they were a part of the whole journey and the success,
Okay.
So I never really cared to show numbers.
I respect that, bro.
It was cool as Tony Hawk. He talked about how he made $4 million.
Oh, I did see that. I
Yeah.
saw that. Yeah, that was sick. That was sick.
Oh, about from the check?
Yeah,
They just
the first
presented
check.
to him? Oh
He
my
wouldn't
God.
say the real number, but he said one number at least.
I mean, that was just one check.
Yeah,
that he
exactly.
got.
That's sick.
We put
enough.
that out there, and everybody's like, "That's all he got paid." Oh shit! Like we're like,
No.
dude,
No, he
Dude,
probably
he
got
made a
That's it, one
lot
check.
of money.
That fucker probably got 100 off that bitch.
Easy, man.
Dude,
Easy.
crazy.
But yeah, honesty is the best. I mean, when they're just completely honest,
Yeah.
you know. It
What
makes
about
a great
Deer Deck?
Interview. He's awesome.
You know him
Oh, he
personally?
had a-
Yeah.
he had a
I mean,
great
we don't
interview.
talk.
Put in a good word for me, man.
Yeah. What do you want? What do you want from him?
I would be cool to just have him. I could
Just
be the
hang
next
out?
Deer
Mentor,
Deck.
you
I
want a
mean, he's gonna
mentor.
get
Yeah,
old.
my
He's gonna
homie-
get older, man.
Oh,
He
you
can-
want to be
he-
the ridiculousness, dude?
I'll be whatever he wants me to be, man. I can be the next Deer Deck for sure.
And my homie
you're-
Hurricane is like his right hand.
Oh
man.
yeah,
Like,
I just met him.
yeah,
Yeah,
I can connect you with him if you
yeah,
want.
yeah.
he's
I just
cool.
met him at Nitro Circus too. Yeah,
Sick.
he was
He's
super nice.
Super cool.
How
dude.
dope was that show?
Which one?
Nitro Circus.
Yeah, that was my first time.
Dude, my first time too.
Yeah,
it was incredible.
It was
man.
cool, man. What do you think? Do you think that's a good move for me?
What, being the Deer Deck dude?
Yeah, man.
I mean, listen, I think you're on your own
I like-
path right now.
I like how
Definitely.
what I see. This is where I think I could fill his spot. He's always talking about time.
Yeah.
So if he could use me and then get a cut of me, then he could fill in
But I
more
don't
I
understand
see
why.
what you're
But you're already on a great your own trajectory. I don't know why you want to like branch off of him.
I already branched. My whole thing is branched off of him. What do you mean?
I know, but but now you're gonna really go and fill his shoes. Like you're already doing your shit. You could be bigger than.
But he doesn't do that
he's-
stuff anymore.
No,
though.
dude, he's
Yeah.
smart, bro. He's got the money thing down.
You ain't smart, but I think you're
I'm
pretty
smart,
good.
but I think he could elevate me quicker. You know? Okay, it's like this. I used to get 100% of my merch, right?
Okay.
And then we gave them their cut,
Okay.
and I was always scared. I didn't want to I didn't want to give up any. I wanted 100%.
Okay.
But then when I gave up, the cut, it's like, do you want 100% of $1 million or
A few.
a little bit? I can't say
Right.
the number, but
Yeah.
a little less of 500 million.
Yeah,
You know
if
what I mean?
if you don't have to do all that shit
Exactly,
all day,
dude.
it takes
I'll
the
give
weight
up.
off
I'll
you.
give up cut for more money. It's easier. It's better.
So
but
it took a while for you to understand that.
It took a little bit. I think everyone, dude. I didn't know anything. I had no experience of anything coming into this.
Did you graduate high school?
I did graduate high
You
school.
did? Okay.
He's like, you're a lot smarter than you look. No, I did graduate high school. I just didn't apply myself. Dude, school's a fucking joke. And
Yeah.
for what I wanted to do, I didn't really care for it. I think a lot of kids, are forced into college. They don't want to be there. I think it makes their mental health even worse. I think they're trying to make other people happy rather than themselves. But
And
I
then
don't
you're
know.
getting
I
out
agree
of
with you on
college
that.
and
I
then
agree with
trying
you
to
on
get a job. Good luck.
Dude, and they don't even want to do that job in the first place. It's like none of it.
Do you like knowing the numbers? Do you like trying to figure all that stuff out?
Numbers
Do you
of
like
what?
learning just the business?
Yeah,
Like
dude, I
your
love business. I love
okay.
it. I do think my energy shot, I think, could be one of those. I honestly think
That
the 16 handles is gonna. I mean, we're gonna kill that. I mean,
Right.
we're gonna be over 100 locations, and that's something you can maybe sell one day. I got the CEO Neil is a genius, so it's like partnering with good people like him,
Smart
partnering with
people,
Stefan,
smart people.
smart, honest, good
Yes.
people. Yeah,
You know what would make a good video?
huh,
Bringing 16 handles out here and giving me a franchise.
dude, we could give you a discount on the franchise fee.
No.
He'd probably
That
do
wouldn't
that.
be a good video.
You just pay
that
for the
wouldn't be a
cost.
good video.
You pay
Whoa.
for the cost.
How much does it cost to buy a franchise?
30,000.
30,000.
But then you got to pay for the
actual
the
store.
construction.
Oh.
Yeah,
you would lease
you
a
gotta build
lease a
that.
location and then
That's what
pay
I'm
for the
saying.
build
This
out.
is we're talking.
But you could
this is Mr. Beast numbers.
you could
now.
get a loan. You could get a loan for the construction.
you what?
You know what I mean? The franchise. Once
I'll
you
take
get
a
it
loan from
open-
Danny Duncan.
Hey, once it's open, it's gonna pay the loan.
I'm gonna
off.
take a loan from the Bank of Duncan.
Man, I need a bank.
Ice
one
cream
day.
seems like good. Ice cream seems like good margin.
Great margins, baby.
Yeah,
Great
all day,
margins. The
all
best
day.
margins.
Definitely.
Let's get a 9 Club one going, dude.
Yeah, dude.
we get a
The 9 Club 16.
Hey, we can
Yeah.
all invest together.
Yeah,
and we
I'll
can
throw money
open
in
the
there.
16 handles out.
I think I like my video idea better.
9 handles.
9 handles.
Yep.
What happened to the other?
You'll be like Post
7.
Malone with Raising Cane's. You seen that?
You could do a pop up.
Oh, is he?
He did.
Is he invested with Raising Cane's?
He just did a collab with him. It's pretty sick.
I thought they were
I saw
shutting down.
that.
I thought they were
I
shutting
saw
down
that.
stores.
There's
no?
been a lot of people doing things with fast food restaurants.
they are.
Yeah. They don't have barbecue sauce. Who the fuck doesn't have barbecue sauce with
That's
chicken
crazy.
or ranch?
Wow.
I hate
They
that.
don't have either of those?
I hate that place, dude.
They don't have either of those.
No, it pisses me off because
That's-
I don't like
that's
that
like I still
mustard
haven't been
mayonnaise shit. You know.
If there was a fast food spot, what would you fuck with?
And what do you mean?
Sponsor wise, if you were doing a
Dude,
deal,
any of them, bro.
well, like what? McDonald's, Burger King.
I love them all.
Yeah,
They're
except
all
for-
bad for you though. KFC's so good.
Oh, there you go.
I love KFC is probably one of my favorites.
KFC.
Amazing.
That's
McAllister's is one of my favorites. You ever been to that? McAllister's
No.
Deli?
I don't think we have
Oh,
them out here.
That place is good, man.
That's East Coast shit.
yeah.
I don't
I've
even
never
know.
heard of it.
I get it when I'm traveling. It's not by me either.
Really?
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't
like-
even
Oh,
know.
shit.
It's
Maybe
not here.
Midwest.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's sick, man.
You ever had a Farmer Boys?
Nah. Oh yeah, that place kind of ass.
Yeah.
You like it? I had it one time, but it was like 2 a.m. or 1 a.m.
That's like the one that's off the grid. I wanted to see if you had it.
I had it in Hollywood, but it was late.
They have one by, I think, the Berrics.
There's one by the Barracks we go to late night.
Yeah.
after
Yeah, it was
filming.
late.
Yeah.
It might have been a bad night. It was like Denny's, man. It was like Denny's.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
So we got the
Be honest
shot
with you.
coming out. We got the Matador shot
Yeah.
coming out. When does that drop?
Hopefully Q1 of next year, Q2 at the latest. But
Oh,
that's
listen.
something that I'll be able to, then
Okay.
dump some money into for these skaters,
And the 9 Club.
Yeah, yeah, dude, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
give
we
you my
gotta-
whole budget.
Did you bring a Tesla for us or anything?
2 of them. Sorry, you're gonna have to stay over there.
That's good.
Dude, I'm out of money, man.
What do you mean already?
Yeah. I mean, I own a lot of stuff, but I don't have much cash. I had to
You
pay
don't have-
taxes, dude. My
Taxes are no joke, bro.
If I had one more thing, a piece of advice: whenever you make money, you only get half of it. The other half goes into another account. That's what I would recommend.
Right.
Wait, are you incorporated? Did you like? Are
I
you-
have, yeah, we're
Okay,
incorporated,
good.
yeah,
Good
yeah.
shit,
But
good job.
I had to so
Quarterly.
the
You
one
gotta
thing
pay
I
quarterly.
the one thing I don't like is I had an accountant, right? Who sucked. Then I got another accountant who sucked. Then I got another accountant who sucked. So I hate that you have to like siphon through. Like, why I don't know who's good and bad. I don't know anything about money.
When was it at one point when you hit that million?
In a month.
And you had no,
No,
just
20
in general. You're like, dude,
2019?
I, Danny Duncan, have $1 million.
I don't know, maybe, dude. I think it went. I just had millions.
You don't
of
even
dollars. No, I'm
remem-
kidding. No. 20, I think
You don't even remember that?
2018. I bought my mom's house, right?
2017.
It might have been 2017 December. I
You
surprised her on December 23rd or December 26th.
And you had $1 million.
Oh, we did. Yeah, so December 2017, I bought my mom's house.
You had $1 million at that point.
No, I don't know because I
Things are starting
couldn't
to
even
scale.
I couldn't even buy her house in full. I put 150
Yeah, but I'm
down.
just wondering, like, you don't remember the point where you're just like, damn, I have $1 million. I came from nothing.
No, I
This is
didn't. I
crazy.
didn't give a fuck about that, dude. The buying my mom the house was the $1 million thing.
That's
Like,
your
that was
$1
the
million.
moment. That was the only thing I
Okay.
thought about. I didn't think about
Okay.
anything else.
That's
I didn't think I
awesome.
was like. I knew I'd get rich though. I want millions and millions. I want $1 billion.
Okay,
But like
billion.
I like only thought about the house thing. So that was like that felt like the becoming a billionaire.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I mean?
pinnacle.
Yeah, that was like there's. That was moment was too emotional. I can't even watch the video. I don't even like it. Like it's just like that day like was cool but sucked,
Right.
But like looking back, it's just saying it and like knowing I did it is cool. But like just the day, it's like your head hurts kind of and like you know what I mean. It's not even like that enjoyable.
She
It's
had
just
no
like,
idea.
You're just crying and shit. I don't even like that stuff.
She had no idea.
No idea. It was sick.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Like
that's
saying it's cool, but like in the moment, I was like so nervous and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if she caught the vibe of like, this is weird.
Dude, she had
Something's
no
going on.
fucking clue.
Really?
None. No clue. It was sick. But then I just pulled up. I was like, remember I said I was going to get you a house? And I was like, got you. And then we pulled in. It was sick. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
that's,
that's
a big
awesome,
deal.
bro.
That's my
You won.
My
You
only
won.
trophy
Yeah.
in life.
You
really.
won.
Yeah, that's
Sure
it.
That's incredible,
Then
bro.
maybe one day I have kids, Who knows?
Twins.
Twins.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
I know. I wish. That'd be cool. Imagine it happened and then we could watch this one day. I'm like, dude, I knew it.
They're in vitro.
Look at that little babies. Look at that little baby. So I was talking about you guys.
My friend had triplets.
Triplets.
Yeah, they're in my videos too, dude. He has 3 girls.
Oh my god.
That was his first kids were triplets.
Just thrust into him. He had a litter.
Yeah.
Great, yeah, right. Hell yeah.
Goodness.
Dude, congrats on everything, bro.
Thanks, man.
I
You
love
too,
it, dude.
dude.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
likewise.
dude. Thank
Yeah.
you. Can't wait to open up this 16 handles out here on the West Coast, bro. It's gonna be great, dude.
Yeah.
9 handles pop up.
9 handle. Okay.
Yeah,
How about that?
that'd be cool.
What's the 16 handles? What is that? Is it
16 handles, like
Oh, 16 actually.
16
16 of them.
16 different flavors, baby.
What's your favorite flavor? If you had to choose one, or do you like cycle them out?
I like that. See, I might sound dumb. I don't know the name, but it's like Tahiti vanilla or something. It's got like the little.
website real quick. Let's
Tahiti-
all get. Let's
Tahitian?
Let's
Let me
get our
see.
mouth watering.
They're
Wait,
all-
are they all
they're
the
all
same?
good, man.
Are they all the same across the board? Like every location's the same flavors?
Should be, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, bubblegum. Okay.
Bubblegum's a good
I
choice,
like
man.
bubblegum.
They're all good, right? The
Cocoa
cookies and cream is
Loco?
one of my favorites too.
Classic vanilla.
Classic vanilla is good.
tart.
I'm more of a toppings guy, I try not to. I'll get like cookies and cream or like vanilla, but I like more of the flavor being in the toppings. That's just me personally.
Understand.
Well, what's your favorite topping? Sprinkles.
Man, I like the Reese's a lot.
Okay.
I like the
Oh.
peanuts. I like the chocolate. I like those little balls,
Mochi.
The little like kind of boba looking things.
Yeah, mochi's.
Yeah, that's dairy free, right? Right there,
Ooh, cheesecake.
the Oatly.
Amazing, bro.
Dude, that's crazy.
All good
bro.
stuff.
This guy
Oh.
bought a froyo.
Hey,
It's amazing.
worked
dude.
it out, bro.
God damn it, man.
Yeah, I just don't want it all to depend on me. I want to have
Right.
things that live past me, like the merch, you know.
Well, I did hear that. Like a lot of these YouTubers, like it always depends on them.
Yeah,
And,
which that's what I don't want.
But it goes back to like the Mr. Beast and Feastables, right? It's like if Mr. Beast, like that, his franchise is him.
Mm-hmm.
So if he goes away, yeah, sure, it could still go because of his cast,
His legacy.
But Feastables can live on easily without him.
Yeah,
You know?
maybe.
Yeah, you think?
I don't know.
No,
I think if he left right now, that bitch is gonna struggle.
You think?
Yeah, dude. What do you mean? You think
he's a
anyone? You think
spokesperson.
you think anyone's in the store right now? Like, oh, I need this Feastables bar.
I don't know. I mean, they've
Fuck
already
no.
taken market
Fuck
share from
no, dude.
Hershey's. And
Yeah,
all this
because he's
crazy
got
shit.
200 million subscribers. I'm just saying, if you take him away, you know,
Yeah, but you're saying the same thing about this.
no one knows I'm even a part of that.
They do now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that already is a successful business without me. You know what I mean?
That dude is-
I'm not saying
I get what you're saying.
but he's not gonna go away. Is what I'm saying. Like I'm not talking shit. He's gonna be there and he's gonna kill it and
Yeah,
sell it for
right.
$1 billion. You know
But that's
I
what I'm saying. I think that like eventually, he.
But they
a
definitely
company
need
like
him.
that
Yeah, eventually they need him right now though.
right now. 100%.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
this is brand new.
Whereas this doesn't need me.
And he built those. He built those brands based on his name.
And his marketing for it.
He didn't build this 16 based on his name. So
Right,
I get.
right,
But you're also comparing a guy with 200 million and I only have
Yeah.
7.
And his marketing for it is insane.
Yeah,
Dude,
he kills it, dude. He's a beast.
on this show, do you see the one where he did like, oh, all you have to do for this one is choose either this bar or that bar. Whichever one you choose depends on what's
No,
going to happen.
he's smart though,
It was
man.
like-
He-
it
yeah,
was like-
he kills it. It's
Either
like
this
he's not even-
Hershey's bar or that. You
He's
throw
not
the
even in
Hershey's-
the same
Yeah.
world. He's like the Japanese skaters of this industry. Like it's just not even fair, dude. Like he's so much beyond everyone, dude. Like I'm just here existing, you know what I mean?
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
But he's got a good team too, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, dude,
Like without his team, it's
tough.
There's no-
the
there's no
the team goes a
Feastables.
long way, bro.
Yeah, dude,
Your people
there-
behind you are very, very important.
It
to your
is.
journey,
Yeah,
bro.
this guy's clutch, man. This is
Yeah.
he may be ugly, bro, but he's a good guy. No, I'm kidding.
You're hired, man. You're hired, bro.
Yeah.
We need your help, bro.
He's saying that.
I don't know
He's
if I
not going to
believe that.
reply.
I
He's
don't
not,
think I'll ever see you again.
he's not answering the call, dude.
I don't think I'll ever see you
Be
again.
careful,
This
man.
guy, Danny, yeah, I'll probably see him again.
I like bothering him. I hit him up on Instagram like, yo, put me on the podcast. Remember?
Dude, we've been talking for a while,
It's
man.
been a couple
This
years, I
never
think.
happened.
Couple
Been a-
years, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least.
Like randomly, and then we'll go hard for a while, but like text him back, and then we finally
It's
made it.
always like I leave and it's like you guys can do it the next day. I'm like, what the fuck? That happened like 5 times.
Yeah, but it's always like, here's the funny thing about our show. It's like some people, even yourself, you're like, hey, I could do it tomorrow. And we're like, dude, we can't. We don't, you know what I mean? Like, we need to plan stuff
What do you
out.
guys
He's
do all
coming,
day?
He's just chill in my boxers. editing videos.
I thought you guys just do the podcast full time.
we
It is,
do,
but,
but
you still got to calendar it out, and like
Really?
schedule it out.
I mean, I have other jobs. You know what I mean? So I'm always kind of
We're-
What do you
we're
do?
busy.
Dubs is a family man.
team manager.
Oh,
Somewhat
what brand? What brand?
S. I do marketing there.
Did Bieber do a collab with you guys?
We did a little Drew House one with him. Yeah,
You met him?
I never met him. No.
Damn, he's a legend.
Yeah.
You like him?
Yeah, that's cool.
Dude, I know Bieber wants to
Oh,
like
Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
I know Bieber wants to go to Florida and just blow shit up with no cameras
See?
and hang out with me. That's what I know. He wants to do that. One day he'll see me and he'll be like, I need to hang out with that guy. No camera. Hey, you let me know, man. We do no phones, no cameras. We go fuck around. He wants to live life, man.
I don't know.
I feel bad for him, bro. Dude, he can't do shit.
Yeah.
Everyone's just up his ass. Bro, imagine all day,
Being that
dude.
popular. Yeah.
All day. Even your
Yeah,
friends.
yeah.
Even your friends, dude. You can't even get away from it. It's like,
All day.
dude, yeah, it sucks. But he's a legend, yeah.
Hell yeah.
He be skating.
Yeah.
He does.
He skates.
That was like a natural thing we met. He was just posting S's on his Instagram. Just for,
That's why he got too much money. He can post shit without getting paid.
Yeah, we're like, what? This is amazing. He's like, no, he's just genuinely wearing it.
Yeah,
We're like,
that's
that's
sick.
how good collabs come about. I feel like.
Yeah,
Just
man. I
genuine.
wish we could collab, man. What you got?
What do you mean? Let's do it.
You got good distribution?
I mean, yeah, I think Soltech has pretty good
How
distribution.
many stores?
A lot.
Come on, tell me. Oh, Soltech. I talked to Etnies, but I don't know about Etnies anymore. That's not it.
You can do S.
I wanted to do Puma.
They have stores.
they got
have their own.
distribution.
They have their own
got a good
stores.
distribution.
They got a lot of
Big
stores.
distribution.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a shoe, one day. I want to make a skate shoe.
Yeah. Like with.
We'll be in touch.
Okay, sounds good.
The Danny Duncan.
Why don't you do a 9
You
clip
had
shoe?
shoe, right? You had a shoe.
I did a runner
runner.
on my website though. We killed that. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
But
good,
you
good.
made yourself.
Yeah, I made ourselves.
That's it.
I wore those at Running of the Bulls. That was me.
That was
testing
you
them out.
run- you were testing them?
research and development.
It works.
Yep.
good enough to run with the Bulls.
What about you get the slides on right there, huh?
Yeah, those used to kill it. They don't really kill it anymore, right? They do okay. Yeah.
They do okay?
Yeah, I just wear them every day, so I don't want to stop selling them because I literally
You
wear them
love 'em.
every day. Yeah,
you don't
they're
wear
my-
shoes. You just wear
I
slides.
honestly barely wear
Comfort.
shoes. I
do you do the slides with just bare feet, or do you always wear socks?
I do both.
Okay.
I like to
Just
mix it
making
up some
sure.
days.
Just making sure.
Sick.
Okay. Dude, can we give you some 9 Club stuff?
Yeah, man, give me it all.
A couple little
Give me
things.
it all.
Kelly, we
What
do
you
the
need?
honors, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have too much. We're like I said, we're redoing our whole merch thing. So
Dude, I'm starving.
stay tuned. Stay
Can't
tuned.
wait to eat.
Should go to Raising Cane's.
Fuck no, dude. Need some barbecue sauce. In-N-Out's really good. In-N-Out, Chick-fil-A.
We love In-N-Out.
You had
good.
Takaya?
Yeah,
That place is unreal.
Oh, it's right down the
right,
street.
right down the
Boom.
street.
Yeah, I love that place.
Are you you in town for a little bit? Or you?
No,
you're
I
back
leave,
and
I
forth.
leave on the 4th.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Back on the road.
Back on the. We're traveling for like 3.5 weeks.
I know.
in
Where
my
were you
car.
going, man?
Just wherever.
You really?
Went to Arkansas because of Walmart. I was on my way to the airport and I was like, fuck, we should just drive. So then we just drove and we were just traveling for like 3.5 weeks. It's
Wow.
nice. I like doing that.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have been like,
At
no,
the
man,
spur of
drop,
the moment.
drop me off
Because
at
like
the
as long
airport.
as I'm making a video every week, I can go wherever I need. Like,
Right.
I can go wherever.
True,
But
true.
I just have to make sure the content's good enough.
Right,
Wherever I'm
right.
at.
Here we go. Thank you, Kelly.
Okay.
We got a bunch of stuff.
You got to go
dude.
to the Yeti
There
collab
we
or
go.
what?
Yeah, man, Yeti, dude. There's one of our supporters, man.
They
Listen,
pay-
first of all,
They make these or what? How's it work?
what do you mean? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They sent them to you?
Yeah.
For free?
Yeah,
It's
we
nice.
gotta
It's really
hustle,
nice of
we
them.
gotta hustle.
I'm
First
sure
of all,
you could
Danny.
get some made
No,
too.
thanks for having me.
Dude,
For real.
this has
real.
been amazing, bro. Come back. Can't wait for the 16 handles. 9 handles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be a great YouTube video, man. I'm
Why don't
telling
you guys do like a contest or something? Get the younger kids listening.
What do you? What
Don't
should
you
we
say
do?
you
What
got
do
an
mean?
older demographic?
Yeah, we do.
Why don't you do something for the kids, man? Get the youth involved.
How so?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. We need to do the Danny
Skate
Duncan.
contest. Dude, I remember back when like 2014, I feel like the little skate contests and little things like that were huge.
They're still around.
The
Yeah.
games
they?
to skate.
They're
The
good,
games to
yeah.
skate were always good. The S games to skate.
Oh, yeah. Why don't
Yeah.
you do something like that?
We could.
Throw some
Yeah, we
cash
could.
out there. Get a
Do some-
sponsor and use
some
the
slightly
Throw
cash.
some cash. You need a spot.
I got no cash, but I'll do the contest to try to win.
Let's sell some acreage, man. Let's. Okay, here we go.
I can really keep this?
100%.
No, yeah, we always
this-
ask our guests to give it back.
Keep
after.
this too. That's
Yeah,
another.
just say, hold it. Hold it for a second.
And are you even a coffee guy? Do you drink coffee?
I don't. But how'd
tea?
you come up with the name for this show? Honestly,
The 9
It's
Club.
a good name.
Thank you, dude.
Where'd you,
It's,
how'd you get inspired for this?
Street League? The 9. Remember, everybody
Oh,
could be
yeah,
9
yeah,
Club,
yeah.
but they number 9. We're the NINE.
Is that why? Did you want to do the number 9 at first?
No,
I forget.
Roger does not like
Roger
number
that at all.
9.
hates the number 9.
Who's Roger?
He's the guy in the back.
That sounds fun. It sounds like fake. He's the guy in the
Hey, he as well as you love 69.
69. What?
Just 69, the
Sure.
number.
It's a great number.
It is great, especially if you're lacking in the moment. It gets me going right away. That's why I love it.
Danny, dude, come back anytime, man. The
Straight
door's
up,
always
bro.
open.
Yeah, yeah.
And congrats on all the success, bro.
Once Matador drops, I'm gonna come back to shove it down everyone's throat.
Matador. Well, can
Let's
we get?
go.
We'll
Can you
talk
get what?
percentage after the show.
Yeah. We got a lot of equity left over. Imagine. All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.